How do, y'all? Although nobody's in here yet, but yeah. Woo! Oh, somebody's in here already. Wow. Got a little late. Sorry, I just got Tito. Yo. Yeah, sorry, a little late. Just got through with my monthly bath. Since I only do them once a month now, you like to sit in there for about an hour. Got to save water. What's up, Bo Diddley? What up, Bo Diddley? You must not be at Bass Lake anymore. You have reception. You already missed your one a month. Finishing up Earn. Just finishing up Earn, huh? I don't know what that means. Must be a slang of you young kids. Oh, eating. Okay. Well, that was like some young person slang term. Yeah, just got done earn. Got done earn. Yeah, I got done earn. No, just a misspelling. He actually meant eating. Eating. I thought you said editing. I'm like, you're editing now? I was gonna say I pretty much just got done editing. This close. This close to being done with Wednesdays. got my got my new intro on it, like my last one. That 9 second intro, man. A 9 second intro took me about 30 minutes just to film. My wireless mic was messing up. There was static. I took like, I don't know, like 15 takes of it just to get it right. Yeah, it might only be like 10 seconds to you guys, but it's like an hour and a half to me because I don't edit it. So, hey, what is up? The Anga and the Bonga. Nice. Yeah, because I film that and I time my words to the music and getting them in 10 seconds. So a lot of times I do it and it ends up being 11 seconds long or 10 and a half seconds long. I'm like, because it's a straight clip. I don't edit in between it. So it's kind of a bitch. Because I'm not doing a voiceover. I'm actually doing it live. So I got to get the words in 10 seconds. I found 4 of them this time. Some of them didn't work because they were static, and yeah, the other ones just ended up being a smidge too long. It's a lot of work, man. That's a lot of work, getting those little dramatic clips in the beginning. I'm doing good with it. I now have 21 10-second music clips done. Yeah. I went and got all 3 of the Clint Eastwood movies. Those are all the musics I'm using for it. So that was about, I don't know. Joe's, what's up? That's like, let me see. I don't know. It was like hour music, 30 minutes music. I had to go through it all, just pick out just the 10-second clips I wanted for that dramatic intro. I don't know. You guys seem to like it, so. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if Bonga's still in here. I've been wanting to do that one for a while. I've been wanting to put together that little history of me and my journey to YouTube. So I kind of practiced it for like 2 weeks. Went over it in my head and sort of pasted out and stuff, and then finally sat down. And that was all done in one take. One take. Sometimes I like mess up when it's that long and that much talking. But yeah, no, I got that one done in one take. I only had to re-say a few words here and there, but I saw the side light go on first. I knew that one was coming on. So yeah, that was. People are liking it. Actually, less people are liking it. Less people are watching it than usual, but I think it turned out being a pretty good history of me. I got everything in, and then I put in all the. So I really wanted to do was show the history with the different intros and stuff I did. I think it turned out nice. I watched it. I watched it again last night, actually. I often watch him over a couple days later just to see. So what's up, Tito? Are we going to get to our Drain Lake episode 2 sometime? I mean, I don't know how many we're gonna do. Might be a trilogy. Might be a. What is it when it's 4? A fourthology? I don't know. Um, bourbon. Bourbon just because of the song. One beer. Actually, whiskey's in there too. Is it one beer, one whiskey, one bourbon, or one bourbon? I don't really drink hard liquor, so I don't really know which one. I like Yukon Jack. That's a whiskey liqueur, though. That's just bomb, though. It's like 150 proof. Warms the hell out of you. is sweet. Used to take that when we went camping. That was one of the drinks that went around the fireplace, fire pit. Let's go camping with like, I mean, how many people? We went a couple times and there was like 20 of us. Bait the hook. Yeah, I thought bourbon and whiskey were kind of the same. What the hell? What? What the hell? What? Bait? It's funny. This is a good Monday. I actually have people in. The last few Mondays, it's been like 10, 15 minutes before I even got somebody to come in. People must be getting out of that summer freedom pattern that they had. Yeah, but Yukon Jack. Yeah, we used to have, I don't know, I think I've told part of the story, but a bunch of us went camping the weekend before Thanksgiving. So the weekend before. So is Yukon Jack, man. That shit warms you up, man. It's like instantaneous warmth. I mean, it's 150 proof. I think Yukon Jack is. Most whiskeys are like what, 86, 80, 86. Yeah. Yukon's like 150. It's pretty damn potent. And I like the liquorness of it. Yeah, but we used to go like 40 of us to Kern River. Well, I got double digits in here already. Nice. We used to go to the Kern River. Oof. Yeah, Yukon's 150. I used to take it to parties in college because, you know, you bring a pint with you and people like girls come up to you and like, oh, can I have some of that? You're like, sure. I'm definitely not drinking this whole thing tonight, and you'll like it. It tastes good and it warms you up. Yeah, we went there and there was like, they're all into firearms, man. They had 45 pistols. They had like 40 guns with them. We had cases of apples and oranges, but we'd sit around the fire at night. There was like 20 of us, and we'd have bottles. Yukon would be there, and like, I don't know, but yeah, the bottles would go around the fire. And the other thing is, the good thing they did was you would sneak in a can of something into the fire. Like, they used to like to use food. Like, they'd throw in a can of Big Brother Man, Jay Gonta Jr., what's up? Bad news, not saying where. Guns and liquor, good time. Oh, yeah, guns and liquor. Yeah, there's something bad going on. I know that. Cool cat in the hat. Yeah, this is my hat. It's a hat I used to make a lot when I had my clothing store. It's the last one I have in my possession. I used to sell these in my store. A lot of people collected them. Oh yeah, yeah. I was sitting there one time. We're at the side of the river. You're not supposed to shoot towards the river. You're supposed to shoot on the other side towards the cliff. But a friend was throwing up oranges, right? Throwing up oranges, and for this girl that was trying to shoot him, I don't think it was a shotgun. I think it was like a 22 or something like that. And so suddenly in the little, I need a couple underspins, 3/8. I have some. I've done some ready to be made. And there was this like eddy, because there's a big rock in the river, two big rocks, and they were all floating there. So we're all focused on watching him throwing up and her shooting him. And then my friend's next to me, Jules Coppas, actually the brother of the famous pro skater Nadas Coppas. Jules. He had a 45 pistol. And all of a sudden, we're all watching up there, and all of a sudden he just like, let's go with all like 6 rounds or something in it. At the oranges bobbing in the water, and just those things are so loud, just scared the crap out of all of us. Like just right next to us, just boom, 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 into the water at the oranges. Oh yeah, freaking scared the freaking shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And yeah, and hard to believe, we did have a few of the rangers come by and talk to us about proper areas to use the firearms. Proper areas to use the fire. I guess there's a place across the way from the camp. There was a big cliff, dirt, so you were supposed to go over there and do your shooting. So, nah, we're just shooting over the river. That's the first time I ever had. We were downriver looking to fish, and somebody was upriver shooting, and totally had bullets like going by us through the trees. Yeah, that was scary as hell. We're like sitting there, and we hear the shot, and all of a sudden we hear, ting, like off the rock, and that we're like, "Hey, we're down here. We're down here. What the hell are you doing?" The first time I've ever experienced like bullets. Bullets actually flying by. It's crazy. I've been in like BB gun wars, but that was the very first time I'd ever had gunfire like going through past us and stuff. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean it had like there's a dirt cliff behind it. So you had stuff you set up, like they had things set up so you put your targets on it and shoot. Like a firing range when it shoots into a dirt side behind it. Not rock, but dirt. Yeah, but not many of our bullets went that way. We were shooting them right by the river by the campground. Yeah, that was a fun trip. You had to watch it. Like I said, when we were around the fire at night, people would slip in like a can of tuna, a can of like baked beans or something like that, and try to get it in with nobody noticing because it would sit there and swell up, and then it would like explode. But most of the time, somebody noticed somebody throw it in, so we all had to get up and back up from the fire for a while until the thing finally exploded and threw all the embers around, and then we go back. It was sort of who could get the most creative thing to throw in there, type of food to blow up. And I don't know if I brought it or somebody else brought it, but I think I might have brought it. A can of high C. Remember like high C juice used to come in the big can, the one you had to open with the can opener? It was like a half gallon or something. Yeah. One of those in the fire. And everybody sat there and we just watched it just expanding and expanding and expanding. And so I rushed the fire and threw a rock at it. Ended up hitting it. It blew embers like 30 feet from the fire. And some of them, I think a couple of them came back and hit me in the hand. The can ended up going like 50 feet away. It blew up. Evidently, it went like straight up in the air. And there were some people over by their cars. It came down over there. And then this is the funniest thing. About about 3 minutes later, it started misting. It started misting, and and I'm like, oh my god, guys, it's misting high C. Because it was, it was boiling inside it basically, and yeah, it just blew the mist of it, just a whole half gallon all over, and then it started misting, and if you licked your hand, and it was high C. Yeah, that was a great story. And the other crazy thing is about about 20 feet away from the big pit, and the pit, it was like a huge fire pit. It was like a 15-footer thing. These people had their easy up, the easy up with just the like the nylon cover. Yeah, the next day, because of all this stuff going in there and all the embers being blown out, their easy up was like Swiss cheese. It had so many freaking burn holes, like all over it, like everywhere. It was crazy. Yeah, those were good times. I was camping in high school. We also went fishing. We went to Isabella, Lake Isabella, fish in the river some. I never caught anything in the river, but I caught some big carp in Isabella. Um, out of the river, they caught the squawfish. Well, now it's pike minnow. Um, oh, we caught some trout in Isabella. Did catch some trout. That's one of the only times I've actually eaten fish because I cut it and gutted it, and filled it with vegetables and butter, and then wrapped it in foil and put it on the barbecue. I, it's just because I didn't bring much food with me, and that was I, I should have brought more hot dogs and everything else, but everybody told me I had to eat fish because I caught fish, and I went, all right, all right. I think I ate mostly the vegetables out from inside it, a little bit of the meat, but yeah, those were fun times. Oh, and during that time, I was a big pool player. Yeah, I like, yeah, sort of fish tasting veggies, but well, I was in the pool playing at that time, like really into pool playing. Used to do tournaments and stuff. And my friend Scott was there. Actually, a couple of them there were like really big pool players. But there was like a little town like half mile away down the road, and everybody else was there, drinking and all their stuff. So nobody would drive us because we wanted to go play pool. So we actually walked like the half mile or mile down the road, went into this little like dive pool hall saloon, and played pool for like a couple hours. Then walked back. Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, a bunch of interesting people. Yeah, the locals that were in there. Yeah, that was a definitely shady, middle of nowhere saloon crowd. But it was so much fun. was like, yeah, that's one of the best things I did in college. Went camping and around people just shooting a lot of guns and drinking a lot of alcohol and blowing things up in fire pits, and it was hilarious. And my friend got bit by a scorpion in his thigh. Yeah, during the night he got bit by a scorpion. And his leg like swelled up so much and was all red. Didn't go to the hospital though, didn't leave. He's just like, it's just a scorpion, it'll get better. Yeah, I think he found it. It was inside his got inside his sleeping bag. Not the best place for a scorpion when you're sleeping at night. Don't want scorpions getting inside your freaking sleeping bed, I'll tell you that. I don't even remember where I slept. No, he didn't die. His legs swelled like a freaking bitch though. Yeah. I don't scorpions are I don't they're not that toxic. They'll swell the hell over your thigh though. I think I slept in my car. I think I didn't have a tent. I know that. And I was worried just because of that. I mean, he got bit by a scorpion. I'm like, I don't think I just want to put my sleep bag just down on the ground. I'm like, I'd rather just recline my front seat and sleep in the car. there's bears here, there's coyotes here, there's all kinds of things. I don't have a tent. I don't want to be just laying there like food on the ground in my freaking sleeping bag. There's tarantulas up there, there's scorpions, It's the middle of it. Well, no, it's November, so it wasn't that warm. So snakes and that weren't the bad thing, but well, I have that one video where I played with one at Chess Pro. I don't know if you've seen that video. It actually I think it got demonetized or something because of content. Because in the title I put "Playing with Baby Rattlesnake" at Chess Pro. It was I think it was a little Sidewinder. I don't know. It was only like that big. But it was in the water, and I was like playing with it and moving it. And it was cold, so it wouldn't move much. But all of a sudden, it came out of the water, and I was standing in like, I don't know, pretty tall grass. And it came out of the water, and it slithered into the grass. So I left. I'm like, okay, I can't see anymore. I'm out of here. You don't want to mess with the babies. They don't know how to control their poison. So once it slithered up and disappeared into the grass near me, I left. Oh my, this was all fun and games until I couldn't see where it was anymore. So I said regular shoes and that. I didn't have boots on or anything. So yeah, and then what? I caught another chest bro. I caught a king snake. I have videos of the king snake. I brought it home, but my mom said you're not keeping it. It was really cool. It was so tame. I have it like in the video. I'm holding it. I mean, you would think it was like a pet snake. Then I had that gopher snake, big gopher snake that I caught at Coyote Creek Lakes that I picked up and held. Yeah, snakes don't. I mean, unless they're poisonous, like rattlesnakes. But yeah, they don't bug me. Yeah, I had a king snake. I thought it'd be cool to keep him as a pet and put him around my neck while I was fishing and stuff. My mascot. But yeah, my mom wouldn't let me keep it, so I had it for about 3 or 4 days. Then I actually took it back and let it go at Ubis. I mean, Chesbury, Ubis, they're right over the hill from each other. He's still in the same relative area. And I think I have video of me letting him go too. I need to do like a trilogy video, right, of all the snakes I've caught in my show. That'd be a fun one to put together. Snakes I've captured during CCB. What's up? NJ's in. I always forget I can do this. I'm mentioning people like everybody's in here and I'm not even putting their comments up. I always forget when I'm here on Monday, so I have the actual ability to do that. Not much, NJ. Right now, we're actually just we're talking about snakes I've caught during my videos, and Joe's was talking that he walked by a baby rattlesnake. Yeah, I've encountered a lot of rattlesnakes. I used to go. Well, I used to go when I was really little. I'd go to the golf course in the morning and catch snakes. Caught a lot of gopher snakes, king snakes. I don't know if I ever ran into rattlesnakes there. I ran into a lot of them at the lake I used to fish in Southern California. But I don't think I ever ran into a rattlesnake there. But sometimes I'd catch like 6, 7 gopher snakes during the morning. A couple king snakes. I was actually looking for, at the time I was looking for pets. So I would catch them and see how tame they were. If they were like, if they were a bitch and struck at me and were just aggressive, I would still see if I could catch them and hold them for a bit, but then I'd let them go because they're not going to tame down. But when I caught one that was tame and didn't try to bite in that, then I'd keep them as a pet. That was a lot of fun. And little insight for California people. I don't know if it's this way in every state, but you have to have a fishing license in order to collect reptiles or amphibians because it's actually a reptile and amphibian collecting permit. And there's numbers and everything else that you can keep of all the different species. Yeah, there's a little FYI for you. At least in California, your fishing license is a amphibian reptile collecting permit as well. It's in the book if you look at it. And there's actually a number, even like blue belly, like fence lizard, blue bellies, alligator lizard. I mean, there's some of them you can't keep, and then some there's a limit to them, and it's all in it's on the book. A 3-pound largemouth on this thing. I don't think I've caught a 3-pounder in a while. I haven't caught many big fish in a while. I think my biggest fish I've caught in a while was that Tuesday Night Live when I was at Pinup when I caught those 3. 2 of them were pretty nice. They were in a two-ish, heavy two range. But I just been, I've been playing around in friggin' Elistero all the time. My unforgiving lake. And now there's a hell of a lot of people fishing there. I'm kind of gauging my video range by how many people now come to Elistero. Because before that, like, nobody, there's no fishing there, no fishing there. You start doing videos showing yourself catching bass in there. All the locals are like, what? I've never caught a fish out there. I didn't know there were bass in there. And so now there's like, there's lots of them showing up there. But hey, no, I don't think I'm gonna go to Pinot because they're doing road construction at night, and like around 8 o'clock they're cutting it off by Moss Landing, and it's only one lane. So yeah, sometimes you have to sit there for like half an hour just waiting for them because it's one way for a while and then they stop them. It's one way the other way for a while and they stop. That's one way. And I haven't looked it up yet to see how long it's going on. But I don't know what I'm going to do. I kind of have an idea. I kind of have something up my sleeve I want to do. I kind of have to check some stuff out and see if I'm prepared to do it. But yeah, I don't know. I said I just don't want to. I don't want to have to deal with that traffic because they put up all kinds of big cement barriers along the side of the road, and they had all this. I mean, they didn't have dates up when I went by to see how long they were going to be doing the construction, but if they're putting up big cement barriers along the side of the road because they're doing side, it's going to last a while. It's not just a 2 or 3 day thing. I don't know. It's probably going to last for like a month or more. And I don't. That's the only way to really get to Pinot from here, unless you go like 30 miles out of the way. Unless you go over the hill and around the back way to it. That's a pain in the ass. So I know I keep having people ask me, when are you going back to Pinot? When are you going back to Pinot? I don't know. Because last time I was there, I got caught. The last live I did on the way back, and they were just getting started. They just set everything up, and luckily, I came into it when they had the one lane was my way, so I had to slow down. Go for an hour with the pop. The pop bar? I know. I don't like those things. You saw my last show where I tried to fish those, right? I mean, it was an Elistero, which isn't the best bass lake. Oh, pop as your pop. Okay, good. I'd rather go with the pop as your dad than pop as a bait. No, I've been having a lot of fun going to Elstera. I don't know, it's new to me because I spent so many years never catching them out there. And it's convenient. It's easy. It's only like, you know, 10 minutes away. Johnny, what's up? See, Johnny's an Elistero man. Yeah, you don't catch many fish there, but it'll definitely teach you to be a lot better bass fisherman fishing there. That's like fish. Fish hasn't been on that one. Fish has a friend in Carmel Valley that has a pond, and so they're gonna be stocking with bass. And he goes, "Yeah, they're gonna stock with bass, and then I never have to fish Elistero again." Oh, well, man, don't get caught up in that shit, man. Don't get caught up with just going someplace that's easy. I know it's a lot of fun, but ooh, yeah. You learn to catch bass a lot harder, a lot more when you go to someplace that's hard to catch them. That's why all the YouTubers now just go to private ponds, private ponds. I'm the best fisherman ever because I can catch them in a pond that nobody but me is able to fish. Yeah, that's how you become a tournament fisherman and be able to fish anywhere you want. Go to a private pond all the time. Be able to put your boat on somebody else's lake that nobody else gets to fish. They make it seem like you can catch bass on anything you want. And the reality is you can because it's easy fish. You guys have noticed that. Why did that one Make Alpine? No, Make Alpine is not private. No, that's far from private. Make Alpine is pay to fish. And most people don't catch many fish there when they go. I'm talking a 10-acre lake on somebody's own private property. Or golf course ponds or all those other stuff that you're not legally supposed to fish. And that seems to be the trend on YouTube for up and coming channels. Up and coming channels are all that style of fishing. They don't fish any public water. It's all private. And the other thing I noticed too is there's like a click. There's a click on YouTube with bass fishing channels now, and it seems like the only way you grow is if you get picked up by somebody else in the click that collabs with you. I'm watching it happen over and over right now. And half the people that are getting picked up and growing don't know jack shit about bass fishing. They're just into selling stuff and promoting stuff. They're just like little pond to pond salesmen. Yeah, I've been bass fishing for 2 years. I've been bass fishing for 4 years. Dude, I think it took me like 10 years bass fishing before I thought I was even good at bass fishing. And a lot of these new up and comers that now are getting like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, even 100,000 subscribers. And they've been bass fishing for like 5, 6 years. It's like, and always just private water. I'm like, it's sad. It's really, I mean, for me, what I try to teach in my 15 years on YouTube and my education and my 40 years of bass fishing, it's just, burns me up inside to watch these people be the ones that are, there's a fly on my screen. What are you doing? It's nighttime. What are you doing out here, fly? Yeah, they found their niche. they they can promote to 12 and 13-year-olds. They can promote to every new bass fisherman 17 years and younger. My channel doesn't have, according to YouTube, doesn't have anybody under 25 years of age. I know it does, but yeah, mine's like 25 to 55. I mean, some kids do learn from me, but I don't play I tell you the truth and the facts about it, not all the YouTube crap. It's just showboating. And there's so many fishing channels now. I mean, I watch YouTube a lot, and I usually watch all of the newer people, the new fishing channels, like people that are kind of around. Yeah, well, my how-to videos, not my how-to, but my tips and tricks and my review type videos, they do incredibly well. But I'm old school. I'm still using the same poles I've used for 4 years. I don't buy new reels all the time. I don't buy new poles all the time. I have what I have. I haven't broke it. It works. But most of my videos are doing really well. Hey! Don't even watch my channel. I do watch your channel. I watch people's channel and I always give them a like and that, but I don't often comment. I get in, watch them, see what they're doing and all that. I'll leave a like, but sometimes I'll comment. But Tiger Muskie, you've been on here forever. You're not a new channel. So I watch all yours. I watch yours because I'm trying to make an intro for you, NJ. I'm waiting for some content I can use. As far as, and I helped you out with all that too. Don't go that route, man. Don't be hitting me with that. He didn't watch me either. No, I just give you really good. I give you really good advice. I give you things to help you come along. And I made a freaking intro for you when you were NJ Scratcher. Come on. Don't come in the background and dog me like that, NJ. That was a pretty damn good. Oh. My son.
What's up?
My son I wish I had that I never had this year.
I don't know if that's a good wish.
No, you are. You were like the son that I never had. Of course, Richard is the son I wish I never had.
I guess.
Yeah. I'm like, if at some point I did spawn a child, I would have wanted him to be like you. I mean, you do the camping, you do the fishing, you love the video, and you're like a really good kid.
Thanks.
But Richard, on the other hand,
was he like Dennis the Menace?
Yeah, well, no, because I was kind of like Dennis the Menace, but no, he's even worse than that. he's worse than that. he borderlines. Really? I guess that's the best way to put it.
Hey, good Tiger was good. I had to turn my AC on. It got hot in here.
Hey, you know that you left that comment on my video? Nice video. I Snapchat, I screen did it, I printed out, and I have it framed on my wall.
Yeah, I don't comment much.
I know, but a big YouTuber like that, you comments on one of my. Yeah, here, let me go show you. No, I'm just kidding.
I barely comment. I watch a lot of stuff, but I just don't comment that much.
Yeah, Tiger Muskie just got on me. I mean, he said he doesn't watch my videos either. I'm like, no, I watch them you like. I just don't comment much.
Yeah, I don't know. There's stuff I should comment on, like Sty North, the channel I went up seeing Wisconsin. I've seen all the videos that he put out with me in them, but I haven't commented yet.
Well, see, that's one you should. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't know. I usually watch it on my TV, so I can't really comment unless I go back in on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't get many comments. A lot of my regular viewers and that don't comment that much.
Well, I edited a camping video last night, and it turned out it was 42 minutes long, which is double what I want it to be. I don't know why it took so much footage. And it just finally rendered from last night because it kept crashing. So tonight, I gotta upload it and hope it uploads. So
well, that's all right. Everybody's going longer on YouTube now.
They are?
Yeah, I mean, even like newer fishing channels and that, they're like 18 minutes, 20 minutes.
Well, that's good for me at least.
Hey, Scott Martin now, who's the pro that does his. I think one of his was an hour and 16 minutes.
Wow.
And a lot of his are like 45 minutes now and like 50 minutes. It's like the trend is now becoming. Tiger likes to. Let's see this. And he got on me too because I said I like to watch a lot of the newer fishing channels and upcoming ones. And he said, "You don't watch me." I'm like, "Dude, you've been on here for fucking ever." I like to watch the new talent that's coming up and seeing how they're editing.
Is this on the tight screen thing? Because I had my head centered almost whenever I joined.
Oh wait, let me change it. Sorry.
I don't know. It weirded me out because my head's like it's over here when I was kind of.
No, I forgot to change it.
Well, yours, you can't really tell when you do it with yours. Yours kind of stays the same almost. Like for your camera.
It just looks better when you do the 60x9 with it.
Mm.
I don't like the short 4x3 aspect ratio.
Well, I could turn my lights on. They're in frame. Hold up. No, I'm gonna buy a little tiny oven and an air fryer and like a hot plate. And I got this huge battery pack I just got. And I'm gonna put that in the back of my truck and cook food in it, like with an air fryer and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Well, my frame's cracked on the truck, so I don't want to do too much in it until it's welded. Okay. I just kind of, I don't know. I'm planning, I guess.
Okay. So did you actually see the video that I showed you on the live?
I feel stupid right now. I can't remember what you showed me.
You saw the one my oldest video, but you see the one before that, the Clint Eastwood intro.
Yeah, I see it. That one was longer than 9 seconds, though, wasn't it? It had to have been a little bit. It wasn't?
No.
It seemed longer.
No, it was 9.5 seconds.
Really? I don't know. It felt like that one was a lot longer. I gotta turn this light down. Hold up.
No. And the one I'm doing another one like that. Well, it's the same music that I used for the Am I the Oldest? But it's back to the me at the lake with that intro in the black and white and stuff. The tinted looking old. Yeah, I have 21 new 10-second clips of music from all of the Clint Eastwood music.
20 more?
21 more.
21.
I downloaded it all and I went through like 50 minutes of music and took all the dramatic parts and cut them into 10-second clips so I can use them underneath those intros now.
Well, you'll be stocked up for a while at least.
Yeah, see, I just don't like to do something and then keep using it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I get an idea, if I do, 21, that's 21 new ones. Plus I did 2, so I have 23. So I rotate through them and then start over. people aren't going to remember. So I could use that same intro music for like 10 of them in a row, but
Change it up a little bit.
oh no, I'm going to change it up a lot. And they're all different sort of sounds. So I'm going to create different sort of scenarios for each dramatic sound of the music and everything. I wish I had a horse, because if I had a horse, I could do a lot better on some of them. Since it's all Western themed music.
Yeah, ride a horse like around the lake. There you go.
Yeah, or do the intro of me being on the horse, and I'm like, this lake doesn't like me. And I don't like it.
Just ride off.
Yeah, but I'm going to go catch some bass. Yeah, and take off on the horse down the trail.
You need one of those like kids' toys where it's the stick and it's got the thing on it.
Yeah, you're right. And I can put in like the sound effects of the horse taking off.
Like in Blazing Saddles where they got, or no, what's it called? Monty Python where they've got the guy that acts like a horse.
Yeah, when they're going through meaning Life of Brian, the guy that's doing the coconuts as they're going through the forest. Since they have Monty Python at the end, that would be a good tie-in. Yeah, I was talking earlier that I've noticed on, at least as far as the fishing channels, everybody that's growing, it's because they're hooking up with somebody else.
Yeah.
It's like the Googans are like grabbing everybody.
Or people are grabbing Googans.
Well, yeah, obviously they're contacting them.
Yeah.
Or they live near them.
That's why there's only a few YouTubers that I talk to, because they don't do a lot of that. It's just kind of, if they like someone, they like them. If they don't, they don't. It's not like it's for the YouTube side of it. It's more of like a friendship kind of.
Yeah, but they're just like,
oh yeah,
this new guy, Fisherin. He's an Asian guy. He's not a good fisherman. He's only been bass fishing for like 2 years or something, 3 maybe. Only fishes private ponds, that sort of thing. Suddenly, Lojo is in with him now, and Lojo put up a video saying, "Fisherin is the new one rod, one reel." And I kind of went, "Isn't that racist?"
I mean, a little bit. It kind of points.
Yeah,
big part of the channels.
Yeah, couldn't he be like just a really good YouTube fishing channel? Why does he have to be another Asian guy?
Yeah.
Why does he have to be the next one rod? Because he's Asian? I was like, that just, I don't know. I almost left a comment on it saying that, but I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I noticed a lot of them. There's something else I seen. Like it's like they act like they could be like racist towards Asian people, but everything else is a no. It's like I've seen that a couple of times on here with that. It's not right.
The funny thing is here. Remember Weston Smith?
Yeah, you're talking about him.
Yeah. Well, Bearded Basson, he knows me. He used to come on my lives a while ago. I've known him since he had under 1,000. Now he's at like 6,000 or 7,000. He just hooked up with Weston and some other guy, and he's on like Ketchko video. They did like 2 videos here. He took him out in the Delta, and he's gonna be on one with him.
They emailed me a long time ago.
Ketchko did?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he hooked up on him, and now he's like, I'm like, really? Like, but he has a bass boat. He does the windy Wednesday nighters on the Delta and all that. So I'm like, all they're looking for is just people they can use.
Yeah.
But then,
Pretty
you know,
much.
they collab with them, and all of a sudden they start blowing up.
I don't know why they collab with them, because it's not really. I wouldn't say it helps them that much. Like the main team, I don't know. It's kind of like they're. I mean, they're definitely building bigger teams and stuff like that in a way.
Yeah, but they want to be a click on YouTube.
Yeah.
The fishing channels right now, it's a click. Like if you're not in with the click, it's really hard to even grow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of fishing channels. Like,
oh, dude, everybody that fishes has a channel out.
Too many people don't even try that much because they think they can't be as hype like them or something. But there's a whole other side of YouTube that does not like that. Like me, I hate the hype stuff. It drives me nuts.
Oh yeah, what you've seen me? I do surveys every Thursday, and a lot of the surveys and things I've been putting out as questions are me sort of doing my own research on what people actually think. And you know, at first this got like 30, 40 votes. Now they're almost up to over 100 votes.
Really?
So yeah, my last few were like, one is like at 87, the other one's at 82. And I'm kind of posing questions that helps me sort of structure what I'm doing. Because you know, I don't want like 12 and 13-year-olds to like me. I mean, I love if they did because I teach them really good bass fishing information, but that's not my target. Mine's like 25 to 55. That's my age group. And all those people are they're targeting kids.
Yeah, I like my audience. I mean, I would say, you know, I have a small percent that are younger kids, but it's almost like they're not into the hype stuff like me, and they kind of like the bird videos I do and like stuff like that, because that's what I liked when I was little for some reason. But
yeah,
a lot of my subscribers are above 20, and you know, way up until. So,
if you look at my analytics, I have no viewers under 25. I do. I mean, I know a lot of them that are on here that watch me all the time that are like 14 and 15 and all that. But according to YouTube, I have nobody under 25.
Let me check.
You should sell hats you wear on your site. Yeah, I used to sell these. I sold these like I've sold hundreds of these hats when I had my clothing store.
It says
I can do cool fish prints on them. I should do a Guggen hat like this, right?
Turn it green and put bass all over it or something.
No, just put Guggen Squad or Guggen all over it. Like get it printed on.
Just put a gold G and say it's limited edition series because it has gold thread. It says last 28 days I've lost 895 subscribers. Looking good. All right, audience. Okay, so it's a little bit higher than I thought. 13 to 17 is 0.8%. I thought it was like 0.5 or something.
Well, mine says absolutely 0.
18 to 24 is 17%. 25 to 34 is 32%. 35 to 44 is 20%. 45 to 54 is 14%, and then 55 to 65 is pretty much
3%.
15.
Oh, you're higher than me. You're higher than me on mine. I think the 25 to 35 and 35 to 45 or whatever are my two highest.
And male to female, it's
Mine's
12.
100.
Huh?
Mine's 100% male.
Mine's 12.8% female.
Yeah. So I don't know about Mud Tram. I mean, she says she's a female, but YouTube says nobody watches me that's female. So I'm just wondering.
It is funny though. You know where it says other videos your audience watched?
Yeah.
It says other channels your audience watches. It says last 28 days, and the ones that it shows there are all like my best friends on YouTube, which is pretty funny.
Well, no,
It
that's
says
good. They're
other videos your audience watched, and it shows Mav, Steve Wallace, which I'm good friends with those two. Outdoor Boys, I haven't talked to them, but it's
Mav shows up.
It's videos that I enjoy, like that I watch on YouTube, which is funny.
Mav shows up with me quite a bit.
Mav
I
does?
get pop-ups. Yeah, I get pops up. Mav and then his videos he uploaded and stuff.
What other channels my audience watch? It shows where'd he go? Skippy62 Abel.
Never heard of it.
That's that guy that eats all the food and stuff.
Oh.
You know him. You've definitely known him. He was big on YouTube.
Funny, mine doesn't say. Mine says friends of Central Coast Bass.
Huh.
It doesn't say other channels that like or whatever.
Yeah,
mine
it just
says friends.
Where do you see that?
When I go to my channel page. You know, when you go to your channel and it has about community, all that stuff.
Yeah. Is that just like you added? Is that what you're saying?
No, they added it. I never did it.
What?
It has Wired to Fish. It has John B. It has like
where's that
all
at?
these if you go to your channel.
Yeah, I'm on it.
And I don't think it's under about. I think it's maybe it's under about. If you scroll down, it's on one of the ones on top up there.
It's not about. It's not channels. That's my merchandise store. This is my community tab. Playlist. Videos, and then home. And at the bottom of home, there's nothing. There's a.
It says, I don't know which one it is, but it says it in there somewhere.
Huh.
But most of them have their friends. It's like.
Maybe it's. Did you add any people to it at all?
I didn't do. It just shows up like everybody else's.
It's probably because you didn't add the other channels. It just puts it automatically suggested.
No, it says friends of Central Coast Bass.
And you didn't put that?
No. And everybody else I see when I go to their channel and look it up, every time I look at it, it's all the people that they collab with and people that
are all those people the ones you're they're subscribed to you possibly or no?
Yeah, probably for years. I mean, Wired to Fish, John B.
So they're subscribed to you and you're subscribed to them. I mean, is that a thing?
Yeah, but I've been subscribed to them for 10 years.
Do you ever go in and see who subscribed to you?
Well, that shows up on your dashboard.
On your dashboard? It don't show up on mine.
Yeah, in the corner of my dashboard, it says new subscribers. And there's a little box and it has like 3 or 4 of the newest subscribers.
Would you ever go to like, who's the biggest one subscribed? It's kind of fun.
Well, it'd probably be John B. I mean, Lunkers might be subscribed to me. One Rod might be because I've had multiple interactions and comments back and forth with them over the years. You're
And
probably one of them. I mean,
Well,
you're probably one of them.
I don't show up, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have all my stuff set to private for that kind of stuff.
Oh, but yeah,
Because
under friends.
I know there's a few big channels sub to me that just aren't showing up because they have their thing private.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's funny when I went to mine because it's Wired to Fish, informative or tactical bassin, John B. It's like almost everybody that says friends of my channel are all like hugely subbed channels. And I'm like, but I looked at everybody else's and I go to theirs and it doesn't say. It says liked channels or associated channels or something different than what mine says. Mine says friends of. I don't, maybe because I'm so old. I don't know. I'm so old on YouTube. It says friends of.
Yeah, that's weird. How's that?
I'll have to look it up sometime. I mean, I could go in. Oh, I don't have mine on because I'm on the phone. But yeah, I can go into my channel and look at it. Yeah, but I've really been noticing all the how the growth is, at least in fishing channels, it's all associated with knowing someone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. I noticed with camping. I noticed with camping channels, it's not so much that, which is good. I mean, there are collabs that happen, but it's more of like they're already subscribed to all of them, so there's no growth. It's kind of just like, oh, that's cool. They're meeting up. We've wanted this video, but like for them, it's all hype. That's why I said Guggen will eventually fall because it's just all hype, and that's eventually going to crash. That's what I think of it still, but
they're just grabbing all the newer and newer people that are starting to come up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's not coincidental.
No,
it's kind of like it's a planned strategy.
It's kind of like what clown can't fish but is a good post to kids, and they're like, "That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's contact him. He lives by so and so. Let's hook him up."
Yeah.
Yeah, and the same thing with, well, like yak pack fishing. The dude still doesn't even know how to fish in that, but he hooked up with fishing with Norm.
I can't stand them. The only ones I truly can stand watching. I like watching. I haven't watched him in a while, but Peric, AP Bassin.
Yeah, Peric.
I'll watch his channel. I do like Lake Port guy. Lunkers annoys me.
Yeah. He's a good fisherman though.
John B. I know he's good at what he does, but he's kind of boring, so I don't watch him.
Yeah.
And I don't the other channels that they added in. I don't know. I don't like any of them because, like you said, it's more of a for kids kind of thing, or maybe a little bit under my age.
Whoa, I froze up. What happened to me?
Was it?
I'm frozen. What happened to me?
You're not frozen on my side.
I'm frozen on my side.
Oh, you're still moving. What
Okay.
You're holding your middle fingers up.
Both of them? Okay, good. It works. No, on my end, I'm not. I'm frozen. Well, here, let me.
You're not frozen here.
I know. Well, now you're frozen too.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's my cat cleaning. Quit licking that. Quit. No, don't lick that. Quit. No, it's gonna get worse if you keep licking it. Don't lick me. All right, this is my channel now, guys. Let's change this light because it's like really bright. I don't know, but it's somehow hurting my eyes, and I'm looking this way. Let's orange. That's even brighter. All right, let's find a good color. Who's in here right now? It says 5 watching. Who's in here? All right, let's do this one. It's kind of cool. You guys can't see it though. Ah.
All right, I found my way back in. Sorry to steal your.
But yeah, guys, that's how I found out that CCB strips.
I don't know what happened. My phone froze. Like I was hitting the screen and it was doing.
You weren't froze on this side.
Yeah, but then it kicked me out. I'm growing though. Did you see? Are they up to 3,408 now?
Where are you getting more subs than me?
Yeah, I've gotten 40 in the last 28 days, I think, or 30 something.
I'm just waiting until I finally lose like 100,000 or something, so I get rid of a lot of this.
You start growing again?
Yeah. I mean, overall, it's a good thing. Even if I lose, I mean, I expected it. I'm not going to stay subscribed to someone if I subscribe for something that they don't do constantly.
Right. But think about me, 15 years. I mean, I probably lost, I'm at 3,000 right now. I probably lost 3,000 subs. I mean, a lot of those people from that many years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, when you're on there that long.
And what sucks is a lot of people will say it's the bot's taken away or whatever. That's not it. It's just people, because what it is you post a video, it gets recommended to them. They're like, I don't watch this kind of stuff. And then they just unsubscribe. And then that's when I lose a bunch. But this has happened before to where that eventually stops because I'm out of a break and I keep posting videos. And then enough people finally like, oh, okay. The ones that are still there are ones that like it. And the ones that left for, whatever. And then it starts growing again. But
you only want to gain loyal people anyway. I was like going to a Grow channel when they started. Like 90% of those people
I've watched some of them because they were friends, but I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, even people, they were saying when that first video blew up, like some of the first comments, they're like, because I was like 15 and they're like, no, listen, buddy, if this happens, it's fine. Like they were saying about how
this happens.
Whenever this happens, you're gonna lose a lot. But I already knew that. So.
Well, so you actually liked the one where I said I was the oldest bastard channel? Because remember, you kind of warned me about it.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought you were gonna do the other ones I warned you about 5 times. So you did the last one you talked about.
Yeah, because I am hesitant about the reaction ones, just because I don't know.
It all depends on how you are. It's not like because people were gonna like it regardless.
Right.
So it just depends on.
I just haven't found a good way to do it yet. But the history of me and the oldest channel, I've been wanting to do that for a while. So that one I sort of already had in my mind and everything. So that was the one I put out. And it turned out, I mean, because you thought it was going to be sort of like people would be like, "Oh, who's this asshole thinking he's the oldest channel in that?" But I
I
didn't.
mean, if it blows up, you'll get some of those comments.
Right, but I didn't.
I didn't see any.
Yeah, I didn't do it boastfully. I just told you the story of how I got there.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Eventually, is
Oh yeah, if it blows up, yeah, you need
Yeah.
a lot of people that are like the haters, but the people right now that watch it are like, wow, this guy spent a long time doing this.
Wouldn't it be
This is
something
like,
if like a bigger fishing YouTuber said there before you and then it started like a whole thing and then you did videos on that? That'd be great if someone commented on that.
yeah, I mean, if somebody would have come back at me and said, "Oh no, I'm older than you" or something, but there's none. I mean, the only two I know of that could have done it are 2007 and 2008.
And it sucks because I do want to do a video where I make fun of all those channels, like how hyped they are and like how I like yank the fishing rod.
Yeah.
But I just gotta wait till April Fool's Day to do it because
Then yeah,
my followers don't watch those clowns, so they don't really know about them.
right. Well, see, here's a good one. Yeah, did you see that Weston Smith hooked up with Tanner Fox?
Yeah, you told me about that last week.
Yeah. Well, yeah, his Tanner Fox's video is about his billionaire son's friend buying a $4 million car. That's what the video with
Buying
that
a
Weston,
car?
yeah. And the video and the thumbnail is that I think it's a Bugatti or something like that. And Weston's pretty much a footnote at the end of that video. And then Weston comes out with his video about it, and he changed the title already twice, and he's changed the thumbnail like 3 times. But it's Tanner Fox catches huge fish, parentheses, new PB. I'm like, dude, nobody in the fishing world even knows who Tanner Fox is. So your marketing to him is not. He should have said famous.
For that audience. A lot of them do watch that Tanner Fox. For kids.
Well, not really though. I mean,
quite a bit.
yeah, but not. They're not that into fishing.
No, it's mainly for the hype part. I mean, it's the same thing with like Kendall Gray.
Right.
And
but what I'm saying is his got like 3,000 views, even with Tanner Fox in the title. And he changed the title like 3 times. I think he's changed changed the title at least twice, I know of. He's changed the thumbnail like 4 times within the first like 2 days of it being up. Because he evidently expected it to like take off. Because Tanner Fox, who has almost 11 million subscribers, it's gonna blow him up. And I'm like, but he's not a fishing channel.
people think that they'll beg me to like shout him out or something, which if you ever do that, I won't ever do it. And I don't know, it doesn't work like people thought. And I've done, I did shout outs when I had big views and everything matched my subscriber count. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nothing like a lot of people think comes out of it. That's why I think for collabs, it should just be stuck to who you're friends with and both channels watch mainly. So then it's more like, they collabed. It's a video.
Yeah.
They
Like I said,
knew it was coming.
With the way Guggen's doing it, it's planned. They're hand picking people.
Yeah, they're like, who's doing better?
Yeah, and they're initially putting them on a bigger channel and then promoting them out to bring them up under their Guggen umbrella.
Yeah.
so they can keep the niche or keep the views going under parading them and selling their shit. I mean, it's all planned. I said Yak Pack. He hooked up with Fishing with Norm.
Oh my God, I can't stand that Yak Packet. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but when I knew Yak Pack and when I first knew him, he had like 1,000 subs.
I remember seeing Yak Packet like 8,000 or something. He was sucking off someone else. I can't remember who he's sucking off, but
Yeah, but I knew him. I knew him when he had like not even 1,000 subscribers, not even monetized. Yeah. And now he's hooked up with Norm and all that, and now he's at like what 170,000 or something. And Norm's at like what 300,000 or something like that. I'm just like, but their whole scheme is kids.
Yeah.
Barbie pulls, stranger picks my baits, challenges, all that.
It's the worst thing. Is the relying on kids.
Yeah, they're
the worst thing.
They're PETA video files, basically.
I've never heard that term.
Yeah. PETA video files. That's what they are. That's my new term. I'm gonna do a video about that. Yeah, because I mean, I didn't really realize like challenges and stuff when I worked at Marshall, and that was up till 2018. And that's when sort of that challenge thing came out on YouTube and all that. And I would see little like 12 and 13-year-old boys and girls and that in the store because I worked in the men's that had the kid section, the toy section, and they're on their phone and they're like, "Oh, let's film this. Let's do a challenge. Let's do a challenge. Like, who can pick out the best outfit? Who can pick out the best?" And I'm like, "What? Like, this is their audience? Like, little kids?"
Yeah.
And they're a fishing video, like, and I've always tried to teach people how to catch fucking bass, not how to put a blindfold on, go into Walmart, pick what bait you can, and
pick up a candy out of a candy aisle, turn it into a fishing rod, and camp.
Yeah, and then
fish.
Yeah, it's like if you want to become an actual bass fisherman.
Honestly, a lot of the videos it's too dumb for the kids. The kids are like, what?
What?
They're going way too far with like what they think kids want to watch. You know, they don't want it that kiddish. It's like,
well, I think that's where the change is coming. I mean, YouTube spent what? When did YouTube really blow up?
Probably 2015, 2014.
Yeah. I was saying 15, 16.
I'd say 2013.
I
mean, they were doing rewinds and everything. It was decent.
But it was at least.
It wasn't like everybody had it, but it was big.
Yeah, it was almost 10 years after they started before it really became. I'm saying 15, 16. When it really blew up across the age range and became like everything. Because John B blew up in 2016, and then a lot of the other like AP and Flair and all those blew up around the same time.
That was like around 16 when they
really that was 2016.
Yeah.
So it took it about 10 years before it actually. But I said it, and now it's only been 5 years since then. So it's sort of evolution of what it is still kind of changing now because it's it's suddenly been new for that long, and that's changed the whole concept of what's
Yeah, like I really like the fishing community and like Guggen and them, like around 2016 to maybe middle of 2018.
right. Yeah, that was like
That's
the golden year.
that's when I liked watching them. That was when their stuff was all ages.
Yeah,
But now that they found kids, it's like, they know they're
right,
going to get the most views from them from doing
right,
that. So they just, which is bad because there are a lot of viewers that, I mean, I mean now they'll just go and watch Lunkers because that was their favorite Guggen, or they'll watch Flair because that was their favorite Guggen. He does farming and stuff, and it's
right.
kind of just leaving them all kids, and that's where I think it's bad down the road for Guggen.
Yeah, and that's sort of what I'm focusing on now, because I used to focus on titles and thumbnails and all that were sort of their genre, and I realized, you know what, I'm targeting the totally wrong audience because my viewers are older and want to learn how to fish. So I need to focus on people that are in their mid 20s to 30s
I've
and 40s.
I've noticed as far as the camping side of YouTube, um, people want to see stuff that's not so expensive. They
Right,
want to see what they can do for as cheap as possible, or I don't know,
right,
maybe just something they can do. And obviously, I'm in the same position as them. It's not like I'm any better than that when I say they, but like it's kind of people are more thrifty as far as it goes with these kind of channels now. So like a lot
right,
of the stealth camping, it's not a lot of money, or the truck camping, you could just set something up
right.
in the back of your truck for cheap and you could build it and work on it. So I kind of like the way that the camping side of YouTube's headed, because it's not so you got to have very expensive gear to do them. Which, as far as the fishing, they're pushing like all these brands, and I don't know.
Yeah, the younger ones.
Yeah, for younger people, yeah.
But a lot of the older ones that like have a bass boat and everything and do tournaments and that, they're actually going back to how I started and making them look more like television
Yeah.
videos. A lot of not, I mean, they still have the B-roll and the music and that, but they have a lot of cuts that are they're just too long. Like 90, they have a 15-minute video, and at least 40% of it didn't even need to be in the video. They're just showing it because it's them out there fishing.
See, that's the problem with me, is it's stuff I want to cut out, but if I cut it out, it's like the whole chain's broken for the entire video. You'll go to the next clip and it's like he had to have talked about something else because this doesn't match up at all. So I can't
Right.
I can't cut out. But I know what you're saying. Like it'll just be
Yeah.
normal fishing, like nothing's going on.
Did you see my post I put up?
Well, that's why my fishing videos. Okay, this is what I'm fishing for, and then the whole video it's me cutting to catching fish, or one key point of changing lure, and that's it.
But see, did you see the last post I put up? The one with
Community?
the Casey Neistat video?
Yeah, I seen that on the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah, but it's about the story. I mean, the funny thing with me, I'm a fishing channel, and a lot of my fishing shows that have gotten the most views, I don't catch any fish. But because of the way I talk, and I talk all the time, and I film all the time, I have to turn it into a really cool story of the day.
Yeah.
Because I can't just be lazy and cut to me catching fish. And I think my viewers respond to that I'm creating a lot better storyline of that day than just kind of cheating on it. No, I got 10 fish. This will be an easy video. I can just cut the fish out of fish out of fish, but it doesn't create a congruent story, and it's conjunct, and it doesn't, like you just said, it doesn't fit. It's just jumping around. But you're like, oh, but he caught 15 fish. Hey, that's a fishing video. Yeah. But it just doesn't finish the story. And when I don't catch any fish, I focus more on the story of the day than just being able to jump from fish to fish to fish.
Well, I mean, you know me with my GoPro. That's when I'm fishing, I'll set the hook. But right as I set the hook, I click it. Takes like 4 seconds. Turns on. It's halfway reeled in. Show the fish. Talk about it. Put it in. As far as fishing, that's where I have the most fun because I don't want to have to. Trust me, I'd rather have my camcorder doing the filming because the GoPro quality sucks. But it just takes the fun away from fishing. Because whenever I fish, I don't do it for a video. I do it because I want to fish.
Right.
Whereas a lot of channels, that's their videos is, just straight fishing. And mine's just kind of a throw-in. It's something I went and did. So I just kind of showed them along the way. But I don't know.
But take that idea that you just told me and you challenged me to do something before. Try to make one that is a story. It might be a bitch.
Well, I'll do it in the spring because I fish in the spring.
Yeah, I know. But I said that that 9 seconds or 10 seconds I just did my new one. I did that for the show that I'm fishing up for Wednesday. That 9 seconds, it took me like just to film it like 40 minutes because I don't know, I just the way to set up the camera to get the right angle. For some reason my wireless mic system was getting interference and had static on it, and
yeah, mine's been a pain.
Yeah, and I time out the I don't do a cut. It's a straight 9 seconds or 10 seconds. So I have to plan my words and put them with enough pause and everything so they fit within the 9 seconds and they fit within sometimes the way the music goes. So yeah, I did like the one that's going up on Wednesday, that first 9-10 seconds, I did like 15-20 takes.
Jeez.
And 90% of them were like 11 seconds or 10.5 seconds in the way I paused between the three little phrases. So
that reminds me, I was out in a thunderstorm that could have killed me trying to do a video clip. I was saying I had to send a video clip in for another YouTuber. I can't say much. I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't, go out of here, but I'd just rather not say it. Those are all takes. See how they're all 20 seconds?
Three, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 11 takes.
I deleted some too. They're all takes to send in to be in my friend's channel.
Right.
It's like a video they're putting together, but it took me that many takes. For my channel, I don't make many takes.
Right.
But for that, and the only reason I was done, because I was going to keep going because I wasn't satisfied with the clip I made before. But at the end, there was a huge, thunder, whatever you call it. But how do you say that?
Thunder.
Very loud thunder.
Crack. Yeah.
Very loud thunder at the end. And I said, oh, thunder. So that's the only reason I kept the last clip. I was going to keep going. And it's only a 20-second clip. But
we'll see what. Remember, I said in my video for the first 3 years, I did all tips and tricks and biology bites. I would film each one of those tips and tricks and biology bites 3, 4, or 5 times in a row.
Jeez.
and then watch them all to make sure that I said it exactly the way I wanted to say it in just one of those clips. So I don't do that much anymore, but when I did those, that's how like anal I was about it. And I would go down to that dock, I'd set up, I'd want to do like 3 tips and tricks in a row. I would be there for like an hour and a half. And each of those tips and tricks or body bites, I would redo each one 4, 5, and 6 times.
Oh.
I would say it, I would end it, then I'd like, whew, all right, and I'd go back, set the camera, start again, and I'd say do the same tip and tricks again. And I would do that, and I'd turn it off, go back, set up the cameras, hit record, and say the same tips and tricks again. And I would listen to all of them over and over until I found the one that was.
Yeah, that drove me nuts.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just sort of, and I've gotten lazy with that. That's what I'm getting back to now with what I'm doing is, because it's like Mr. Beast. He had that same thing. And why he's blown up. He said, if somebody's spending 2 days doing a video, I'm going to spend 4 days. If they're spending 4 days making a video, I'm going to spend 6 days. Like he just had that. I need to up the quality. I can't rush it. I can't just be quick and set up. I need to spend more time and be more anal and have it more set up like an actual movie or sitcom or real production thing. And that first video I did, the one you saw where I say this, I done told you about the spawn and that. First take. I went down there, I set up, first take. I did like 3 or 4 more takes. They all didn't match. They sucked. I'm like, all right, I got this. And then this one, I went down to the first take. Suddenly there was static. Then I did this, and there was that, and then and then I didn't have the pace right, and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be like, I'm filming for 5 hours, and the hardest part about it is gonna be that first 10 seconds of my video because I want to get it perfect. Well, you said that about my editing too, and you said you need to just not just say, all right, I have an hour to film, an hour to edit, and that's it. I can't do that.
Well, it actually took me a bit last night. That 42-minute video took me like 45 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, you're really stressing it there, buddy.
Because there was because Filmora was so overloaded with footage, it took forever to keep scrolling. So when I'd scroll to keep going, it would like freeze on the screen, so I'd have to wait.
I think that's technical more than
those videos are not going to be longer than 20 minutes next time. Because I used to think like, all right, I'm going to be out here the whole time. I'm going to film the whole time. Put the whole time on there. When really, people would rather watch it when it's recap of what you did. They don't want to see the entire thing.
Right, yeah. That's where storyline and editing comes in.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, I record too much. So next time, when I'm thinking I don't have enough footage, so I keep filming, I'm going to forget that. Because I film too much, and I say too much, and I have to put it in because I said about something, or,
Right. See, that's what I'm learning now. Is I used to be that same way.
It does take a lot of your time, and they may not see all that time, but they'd rather not see that time. I mean, you did it. You still did it, and you still put the video out, but it does better because of that. So.
Yeah, I said I did that quote. I'd rather film too much to make it better than not film enough to make it good.
Yeah.
And what I'm learning now is what the way I talk to the camera and the way it's like I'm creating a sitcom or I'm creating a show. And that's why when I start a video, my camera's on. And the whole time I'm there for the 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, it's on constantly. Because in my mind, as I'm walking around, I'm talking that, I'm subconsciously creating what that 8 hours will become at like 14, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But why it takes me so long to edit is because I have so much stuff that I have all the dialogue and I have all the acting, but I just don't film it in a little precise little clip. I have to go through my videos and find the dialogue and the scripting and how the story goes and how the story makes sense. And I used to try to keep too much of it in it, and I realized, I can jump a lot quicker. I can do so. Yeah, because I grew up wanting to make movies, like actual, literal, like movies. Like, and that was always my process of it. And then YouTube it doesn't have to be that way. It just can be like a short little thing. You can cut stuff, and then I watch people that like they love it and it gets millions of views, and I'm like, but he was fishing here. Then suddenly he was fishing here, and there's no in between. They sort of connects
There's
the
no
story.
plot progression. It's just
there's no plot progression. He just goes from here to here, and it's like, but like you were saying, well, they're gonna go. Oh well, I must have missed something. Why is he here? And suddenly he's here. Did I skip forward? What did I miss with? So that's my whole thing, and that's why I put up that thing with Casey and talking about. Doesn't matter the camera you film on. Doesn't matter the mics, all that. It's about the story. It's a story you're passionate about, and you're taking people along that journey that might not even have any sort of passion or anything about what you're doing. But you do it in a way that it's intriguing and they watch it. It's like,
yeah, it's just really on YouTube. It's just personal taste on what you enjoy. Because movies, there's a lot you might not enjoy.
right.
But you can't really change that because there's some you do enjoy in a single movie. But on YouTube, you can just pick what you only enjoy. And
Right, but I'm saying what it is like, if you put them in a way that you get people that have never camped in their life, and they're just intrigued and love your video because of the way you put it together and the way you did it, that's like the biggest achievement ever. I mean, if you get tons and tons of people that are campers and they love it, yeah, it's a good video, and you're just giving campers what they love. But if you suddenly take that to a realm of people that have never camped in their life, and they're intrigued with it, and they actually get absorbed in the story and everything you're doing, that's when you're golden. That's when, anyway, it's a YouTube video. You're a filmmaker because you create a story and you brought them along.
it's nice because people just like any way that I've camped, they like, it's not because at first I thought it was mainly the winter camping, which I can't really tell yet because a lot of the camping videos I made are in winter. I've only had, I mean,
Well, gee, really? What's your biggest camping video? Why would you have that thought?
Well, everybody that comes to Chandler, like, they come from that. But I noticed it's almost like they like any of my camping videos as much as they like the Blizzard ones. They get just as, many views and everything.
Right.
And that's the thing is I need to test that because a lot of my videos, like I said, camping have been in the winter, and I only have about 10 to 20 videos where I camp, and it's like, spring, summer, early fall. So, I don't know. I'm curious, how many winter videos have I made?
We'll see. I mean, yeah. Well, that's just it, though. It's like
I gotta check on here.
well, that's kind of. I mean, everything I do that's a video that's not about fishing doesn't do any good. I mean, because I'm a fishing channel. But I also skateboard. I also do. That's why I started putting all my like educational tips ones about editing and way to edit and everything. Those are on if you join me. I have like 15 on there. And they're all how to film, how to record. Because if I do something like that and throw it up on YouTube, nobody's going to even look at it. I mean, it's going to be like, there's millions of those channels talking about how to edit, how to do everything. So I just left them. They're on my, if you join me, they're on that channel.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need to even try and throw them out there because that's not my channel. I still want to produce them and educate people. But it's better off if it's educational, that, but it's private and behind the scenes for them.
Yeah.
That's like my friend. Remember my friend Chris told me I just need to put funny animals. And then you got on and went, yeah, but all those are like Indian channels. And he was going, dude, I watch all these, dude. They have millions and millions and millions of views. Just put funny animals in the first part of your video, and then say this and that, funny animals while fishing or something like that. It's like, dude, that thing will get millions of views. Yeah, that I don't think that video's even hit 100.
I told you. I said put some.
Yeah, you said that to me.
I said there was something. There was a word I said to put. You wouldn't put it. I can't remember what it was. You just had to put funny animal. You don't know. It could have been. That could have been a 20 million view video.
Yeah, but not with. It won't get promoted because those people have so many viewers, and the way YouTube promotes it, I'm going to be like at the bottom of like 5,000 videos because I'm a fishing channel, not a funny animal video channel.
Imagine in like 5 years that just blows your channel up out of nowhere.
No, that would be funny.
And then they want funny animal videos.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. But he knows nothing about YouTube and the analytics and that. He just he doesn't understand how it works. And I researched and started looking at all the funny animals and how many views they had. Then I looked at all those channels and how many subscribers they had. And I'm like, well, come on. No wonder they get that many views. They have like 2 million subscribers, 3 million subscribers. Even the ones that are kind of getting there have like 100,000 or 200,000. It's like, I'm not going to compete in that realm. I'm good at tips and tricks. I'm good at reviews. That one I did last year. I think it's only like a year old. The best drop shot knot. it's now getting 3,000, almost 3,000 views every 28 days.
That's good.
And it's a year and 4 months old. It's like it's it's like the bulk of my views I get every 28 days, and it's a video from over a year ago.
Well, that's how my solo camping video is. Actually, the past couple of weeks, I haven't got maybe got like 5,000 views on it,
Yeah,
which isn't a lot. Because usually, I mean, it gets just crazy.
yeah, but Nick, you're talking to a channel that my new uploads, it's a struggle to get over 100 views,
Yeah, no, it's crazy how the
and this thing's getting 3,000 of them in the same amount of time. And like they go up to 100, and then within a month or even a year, they're at like 300. And this one suddenly at a year is at 22,000. And I followed it up. Right after that, I did another one about the drop shot.
it says
It did shit. It didn't even it but it didn't blow up till like 6 months after I put it up.
yeah, that's how it works. It just don't
Yeah,
make any sense.
people don't understand that on YouTube. Like people think, oh, you put up a video and within like 4 days it just blows up. So you need to follow it up. It's like, okay, well, I have a video that suddenly blew up, but it took it 6 months to blow up. So,
Well, it says
follow it up.
past 48 hours, my top, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. All right, 15. There's 15 top videos in the past 48 hours, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the 15 are camping, which a lot of them were from last year.
Yeah.
And then there's some of my, newer ones I put up. And let's see. Yeah. So really it is the camping videos. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but
Yeah. It's really funny. What I've noticed all these times you've been on here with me on the panels? When we actually start pretty much doing what we're doing, talking about YouTube and stuff, suddenly the comments stop. I mean,
well,
there's still,
how many people are in here?
I mean, we only have 4 or 5, but even if we have like 10 or 11 for me, which is big than that.
There's three people watching. Now there was 5 earlier, and I asked who's in here, and no one said anything. So maybe they're like odd, like we're putting off like TED Talk speeches or something, or
yeah, I know, but it's really funny because it's like they're just watching because they're interested, they're listening to what we're doing.
Or we made them fall asleep.
No, because I've seen it at times when we've had. I mean, we only have 3 now, but we have like, for me, which is big, like 7, 8, 9, 10 people. But if we get involved in a conversation about something like this, the comments just stop. People, it's suddenly like nobody, like suddenly it goes down to 0. You'll see the same amount of people in here, but I don't know. I think it's because we cover a lot of it and we're doing it so.
I don't know. We talk about a lot of YouTuber things. Not really. I mean, I don't know.
I know, but it's like, I think it's just a lot of people want to listen. They're like, They kind of don't want to interrupt the train of thought when we start going. they're, they're sitting there with their notepad and like writing down, like they're in a lecture at a college or something, and they're taking notes about. Don't interrupt them. Don't take them off topic. Let them keep going. This is valuable information. We need to just learn about this. We don't interrupt them.
It just updates and there's like 50 comments since we stopped talking about that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just there's been a lot of people in here. I mean, it's been going up and down quite a bit. I mean, I don't draw many people in my lives anyway because I only have 3,000 subs. So,
well, I mean, there's been times on my channel, when everything and I was posting camping, I'd get 4,000, 5,000 people, and now, I'll get like, I don't know, 200.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy with because honestly, when you have so many people watching,
it's a pain in the ass.
You can't keep up, and I want to read comments because I don't want to upset anyone. Like they put a good comment that they typed out, and I just didn't even see it. Like I didn't even get to see it at all.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people, and it's not even like they're super big channels. They don't even acknowledge the chat unless someone puts a super chat.
Oh,
they don't even look at it. It's like it doesn't exist unless they give them money.
Dude, you know how many times I go into my friends at live and they'll have like they're good at lives. They have at least like 20, 25 people watching. I will chat, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? For like 20 minutes before they finally go, hey, CCB, glad you came in. I'm like, dude, I've been in here for 15 minutes. I can tell you everything.
And when I have like 100, 200 people, I rarely miss a comment. I mean,
yeah, well, that's the reason you're here. You're interacting. Let's do a challenge right now. Can any of the 3 people watching leave a comment? Does anybody want to let us know they're out there? Because
I think they're all sleeping. Honestly,
I don't know. I think they're just trying to give me watch hours. I don't need watch hours. I'm already monetized, guys. If you're in here, let us know you're here. Talk to me. Say, hey, hello. Look, and somebody left.
Someone left?
Yeah, now it's another 2. I called him out. He's sitting there going, oh, fuck. Oh, now it's back to 3. He's like, oh, shit. I made him nervous. He's like, oh, damn. Yeah, I'm out.
Wow. Don't say it anymore. I don't know. Let's
I know. It's like, wait, share us out, people. Share us out.
What's it at now?
It's back up to 3. Oh, wait, Dax.
Oh, doing homework. All right.
Doing homework. Okay, well, all right. That's your first ass comment. You could have said, hey, Dax, I'm here.
Do you need help with your homework? The Tech Talks Board of Education's up here.
We might have knowledge to help you out. We have a lot of knowledge up here.
But I got like a 40 on that stupid IQ test that didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm 139. What are you? Like, I'm 40. Yeah, well, you only took part of the test, though. Yeah. Oh, checks came in.
I'm good with people. I'm not good with stuff that, a box with a circle on it. What's that have to do with anything?
I know. I'm just not good at. I'm just not good at clicking I'm putting a check in a circle. I have a lot of knowledge. I'm just not good at putting a check
You know,
mark in a circle.
I have clear puzzles somewhere, and I can do those. I can do clear puzzles, like all the pieces are clear. I could do those. There's a lot of stuff I could do, but I couldn't put. That didn't make any sense. It just didn't make any sense.
Well, see, a lot of really intelligent people have a hard time doing things that are normal for people that aren't that intelligent.
Are those normal?
Well, no, for a lot of people, that's normal. It's like me. I can't read directions.
Well, I don't read directions. I can.
I can't. When I read directions, I'm like, I have no idea. I mean, I can look at what I have to put together and figure it out on my own. But
Yeah,
if I try to read how they tell me to do it, I'm like confused as hell.
I don't think anyone reads directions. I personally, I've seen a few people read directions, but a lot of time,
I can't do that. That's like in math. If they gave me a word problem, I would read it over and over, and I didn't know what they were asking me. And then somebody would explain it to me, and I would go, "Oh, that's easy." And I went, "Really? That's what that question was asking?" Because I didn't get that from the question at all. But I don't know. It's just that's the way a lot of it is when you have people have a higher IQ. It's like you look at certain things and you yourself can figure them out no problem. But when you see the question asked in the way it's meant to be asked for people at a majority level, you look at it and go, what? But I always found that word problems. I had the hardest time word problems in math. And
I was good with word problems.
I wasn't. I couldn't. And I had a math teacher for a while that my mom got for me. And when she would explain what the question actually meant as far as what to add to what or whatever, I was like, oh, that's easy. It's 6 or something like that. And she's like, well, yeah, but that's what the question's asking. I'm like, really? Because I don't see that being what that question is asking. It's just like, I don't know. To me, it's really complicated. And to everybody else, it's like really easy. And they're like, well, you fucking suck at math, dude. I'm like, I don't. and I took the intelligence test, and it said I was way above average in math. And I went, really? I get to print this out and take it back to all my math teachers in high school and college and go, see? But it was logical, simple day-to-day math, not, X over Y divided by Z plus 2X equals. I'm like, who the fuck cares about that?
Yeah, but they won't teach you how to do your taxes properly.
Yeah. I'm like, tell me what needs to be done with it. What does this equation equal to? It's like, I have this equation. What's the end result? Like, do we have some 2x4s or are we going somewhere or something that I need to figure out mathematically how to get there or something? That I can do, but why do I need to know what 2x zy plus 6z? Who needs to know what that x and z and y and all that shit means? It's just,
I mean, if you're, I don't know, some profession, I guess.
Yeah, if you
which
want
doesn't
to
have a high acceptance rate and takes a lot of money to be certified for.
Yeah, if you want to be like a nuclear science or
Yeah.
that sort of
That's
stuff.
that's like right now. It's so stupid. Um, two of my friends, they're paying for full college, and for the first year, it was all on computer at home, and it's still tons of money, thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah.
And about 2 weeks ago, they were moved into their dorm finally, and this is Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh, PA, the technical college, big one.
Hey, aren't you from PA? Oh, okay. Sorry. Go on.
I'm an hour and a half from Pittsburgh, or no,
Oh, okay. You're Amish West.
or am I 2.5? Hold up, I'm gonna be driving there. I think it's an hour and a half. Someone sent me a picture. I don't know if that's good. It better not be Richard.
The son I never wanted.
Like the Richard that come up on here.
Yeah, that Christian music guy.
Yeah.
The loser of every
I'm
girlfriend
an
he's
hour
ever
and
had.
45 minutes from Pittsburgh. No, but they're in their dorm on their laptops doing their one class in their dorm. They're at the college in their dorm on a laptop for their one class, which lasts an hour.
Instead of being actually in the classroom.
Yeah.
So
they're
why aren't they just at
They're
home?
paying all this money,
I
and
know.
I know both of them, they're not going to pass. There's no way, because the one, I know he isn't learning. He just doesn't pay attention. Because how do you pay attention when it's a computer? It's just so stupid. I mean, I know it's all for money for the colleges, but like,
Well, I said that's why I put up that Casey Neistat about filmmaking. Because in the beginning he says, yeah, if you want to go to wherever to learn filmmaking, all that, don't do it. And then he goes, okay, right now in the comments, I'm sure everybody's saying, it's like, that's like me. I learned to be a photographer. I learned to be a graphic designer. I learned to be a video maker and all that stuff. I went to college for wildlife biology. Because all the rest of that, the artistic stuff, I can teach myself. But biology is something it's a gray area. You have to learn that. I mean, it's not like you just can't say that. Because everybody goes, oh, you should have gone to school for this and this and that. I'm like, no, I'm not going to go to art school and tell somebody that the shadow's wrong. The teacher go, your shadow's wrong. Your shadow should be perfect and be. I'm like, no, I want to make my shadow look like this. I want to be, like Dolly or something. I want to change it. And I used to have so many friends of mine that were graphic designers. And when I used to make my ads and stuff for self-clothing, and they would come in and look at my ad and go, oh, you have the wrong typeset. Oh, this font's not correct for this for the way this is laid out, or this is not. I'm like, it's my artwork, it's my ad. How are you saying it's wrong? But they were training them how the industry standards. It has to be 14 points.
Before I forget, it's funny. My computer arts teacher, pretty much you go in and edit and or slideshows or make a picture. In that class and in AutoCAD class for writing for AutoCAD, which is like
I had architecture roommates, so I know a lot about AutoCAD.
I wrote it for 3D printers and stuff. I sucked with Word. I sucked with just like the computer stuff. And I was the worst in class. He even said that. which now I literally, what I do is
Video.
editing,
Yeah.
picturing something. And I know none of the other kids in class used any of that stuff. So
Yeah. No, have you ever, the weirdest thing, what I learned about art is most kids are so imaginative at like 8, 9, 10, 12 years old, and the art they create and the way they just do it from their heart and just draw. And then people go, "Oh, you're a great artist. You're really good." And then they go into school for it, and they tell them that, "Oh, but the way you did this is wrong. The way you did that was wrong. this this shadow shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be." I mean, they take all that imaginative creativity out of them, and they try to make them be production or what's the norm sort of artist.
well, they just go by the art teacher.
Yeah, I mean, they, and that's what I said with my friends that said that to me about my graphic art in my. They're like, "Oh, your typeset's wrong." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, "Oh, you're using .16. That should be a .17 with that layout and stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I tried a little bigger, but I mean, the way it fits this, and it's more organized with it's more." But yeah, there was just kind of no, that's wrong. Like, because if I did that on a test, I wouldn't get a good grade. And I'm like, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, but that's the way the industry standard is.
Yeah.
It should look like this. I'm
And
like,
that's why a lot of artists didn't even go to school for it.
most artists.
A lot of big artists that didn't even touch school for that kind of thing.
Well, same thing with actors, comedians,
Yeah, it's
video makers. You
Yeah.
don't really need to go to school for anything that's creative. You don't. I learned this. I learned when I moved to San Francisco. I got on Match.com. Because I was new there, wanted to meet some girls, date, and I got in a conversation with a girl, and I went on a date with her, and she was a graphic designer. And yeah, that was like the worst, biggest argument I've ever had with a woman, because I was a designer. I did everything myself. I learned everything myself. Did all my own graphic, and then I talked to her, and I just like, here she was getting ready to graduate under graphic design, and I was telling you, you don't even need to go to school to learn any of that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure somewhere if somebody asked her what's your worst blind date ever, I would have been that guy. Yeah, I was on Match.com and I met this guy named Scott Kawa, and we met at a bar and we sat in this booth, and he just ripped me apart for all the money I'd spent and the years I'd spent in college, and told me that going to college to learn all that is a piece of shit and you don't need it. Yeah, it was a fun date. And yeah, well, I mean, we we didn't have a second date, and we didn't hook up by the end of the night.
really.
Yeah. Didn't I mean?
Yeah, I
Didn't
really,
end up
for a lot of
having-
things, college is worthless. It's just a way to take money.
Oh yeah, it's fucking so. It's like what, 15, 20,000 a year, something like that.
I mean, if you want to be, I don't know. I mean,
No,
a
I mean,
doctor
Yeah,
or
doctor, engineer.
police or game warden.
Well, not even game warden.
I mean, for some of the certification at least, but I think some that they add on is a little too far.
Well, no, but like a doctor, yeah. Engineer, somebody that's building shit, architect, that kind of stuff. You have to. I mean, there's a lot of mathematical and support and all that other stuff that you have to learn. But
Yeah.
anything that's creative based, even writing, you don't need to go. If you're
No.
good at it, you have it. If you want to become a writer and you're not good at it, going 4 years of school to learn to be a writer, like
It's
literature,
not going to change. It's not going
it's
to
not
change
going to
anything.
change anything. I have that story that I was one of the guys when I went through college. I saved all the literature and all the like 1A, 2A stuff, the basic stuff until the end. I went into all the stuff that I wanted to learn, like biology and entomology and all that stuff. And I had this class where I went. It was basically like a first year, second year writing class. And at this point, I think I was like 28 or 29. And this girl, really attractive woman, that was her first year out of graduating out of literature and that. She was the teacher. And I like to write. I used to write stories. I used to write poetry and that. And I could basically write circles around her as far as stuff. And I gave her such a hard time to the point that after I got out of her class, I still was at the college and I worked on campus and that, she would not even talk to me. If I saw her and I went, hey, she wouldn't even acknowledge me. I mean, I got a B in the class and I didn't even do all the homework. I didn't do any of the assignments. I got an argument with, it was about Socrates or something like that. It was some play, and it was his wife or something comes on the stage, and at this point in history, women weren't supposed to be in the forefront. So the scholars say that this is the first time that femaleism and women stood forward. And I went, well, maybe the play was a comedy. And she went, oh no. Oh no. All the scholars have agreed that this play shows the first time of feminism and women standing up. And I'm like, yeah, but we don't even know. That was like 1,000 years ago. I mean, I'm just reading it and the way I'm looking. And she goes, no, you need to listen to the scholars. This is not. So that, and I said, unless you were there in person and know the person that wrote it and know exactly what the play was about, you can't tell me it's not up to interpretation.
Yeah.
That it could have been seen different by people at that time than what we think. So I wrote a poem. It was called The House. And I wrote it, and it described a female's body, right? And it was like the long hedges coming up, leading to the door, and then some about the round hedges in the backyard. Now, it was describing a house, but if you knew the intent of it, it was pretty sexually describing a woman's body. So I took it into her office hours, and I gave it to her and I titled it The House. And she read it. And she read it and she looked at me and I'm like, okay, what does that what image did you get from that? She goes, oh, it totally reminded me of my grandma's house and the house where she lived with and this and that. And I went, okay, read this poem again with this title. And I had another one, and at the top it said, The Woman. She read it. She started turning all red. she, she like kind of paused for a bit, and she looked at me and went, can I keep this for some of my upper level classes? And I turned to her and went, okay, now don't tell me that I can't interpret something different when we don't know where it came from. And I walked out of her office. I was a biology student, dude. And I totally just fucked this person that spent all her time learning literature. And it wasn't even I was a biologist. I had nothing to do with it. And yeah, it was so fun to do. I mean, it was just like, I don't have the poem. I gave it to her. I don't even think I have a copy of it, but it was just really fun to F with her like that. Because she was like 23 and I was like 28. I was older than her, but I wasn't even, she had her first college job and she was a literature major and she knew everything about writing and and I toyed with her like a little cat. It was just so.
Well, I was at my friend's house and there were a couple girls over there, and this was, a couple weeks ago, and we're sitting there and they were talking about someone. It was something, and eventually the one girl, she's like, I said something that set her off. Just said, well, I'm actually a psychology student for human psychology, and I'm in college for it, so I'm pretty good at this. And I'm not even going to say because I'd probably just completely mess up exactly what I said and what it was about. But it ended up, she shut up and just walked out of the room because I proved her so wrong on something. We're talking about some kind of emotion. And she gave this textbook just.
Oh, she was a psychology major?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
And I proved her wrong.
Kind of like what I did.
Emotion, and she finally realized. And she just shut up. Because, they're not going to shut up until, who's right.
Yeah, you prove them wrong.
But it was some kind of emotion. It was something I seen about before. It was linked to something bipolar, but I said it. She's like, oh, that makes more sense. She didn't say that, obviously, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I used to.
Whenever I said the first line that set her off, she was on her phone like this. She's on her phone like this, and she dropped her phone and looked at me. Said she's a psychology major, and what I said was wrong. So I just completely blasted her with psychology stuff. I've never done any of that stuff, and it just ruined it.
Well, yeah, that's what I said with this one. It was like I totally wrecked her life, and I'm a biology major, and she's a literature major, and this is her first job because she's so good because she went to college for it. And I ripped her a new asshole, and I'm just like a guy that studies.
Just because you go to college for something doesn't mean you're good at it at all. Because
no, it just means
my one friend, he doesn't even know the difference between a blue jay and a damn chickadee, and he's gonna be a game commissioner. Like, what? What? I'm telling you, I'd make a good game commissioner. I really would. And I'm saying that confidently because my outdoors, like where I've put all my knowledge in for outdoors, it's not mud in or you know, just country stuff, and it's mainly into like what you studied and
Yeah.
how the ecosystem is. And I mean that's the main points. You gotta like what you do, I guess. So I don't know. That's one thing I would have been would be a game commissioner, but you know.
I'll be back in a sec. Can you hold it down?
I'll be back in a sec. Can you hold it down? Here,
Oh,
maybe
well,
let's gain viewers while we're gone, and then
okay.
we'll talk and hold them.
All right, we're both in an intermission. We'll be right back.
You guys hear that? We're not going to be
Wait.
here.
Can you play music or something? I can't.
I mean, I could, but you probably get striked.
We'll just pick a copyright-free one. Just do.
I'd tell this to play copyright music, but I'll probably play something non-copyright.
All right. Anyway, we'll be right back, both of us. We're on
Alexa,
intermission.
play bird sounds.
There you go. Oh my God, this bird music is perfect. We TK to subscribe, viewer. Now I get my battery to work. That's the reason I went out. I had to go to pee. Oh, there we go. Alexa, play animal noises.
Okay, here's animal noises. Welcome to animal noises. You can say things like, what does a cow say? Surprise me. Or, what animals do you know? Now, can I play some sounds for you?
Animal sounds.
Can we just change the subject? Would you like to hear some animal sounds?
Yes.
Simply perfect. Would you like to hear some animal sounds?
Yes, Alexa. Oh, I could have gone so many bad places with that.
Thank you for your
I
request.
could have said, Alexa, order 10 gallons of milk.
delete my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Never mind, Alexa. Never mind. It tried ordering animal sounds. Alexa, stop.
That was funny. We gained a viewer while we were gone.
So it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
All right.
We-
I wonder
Yeah,
if we
bird-
left until the morning and then come
Yeah.
back on tomorrow night, if it'd be at like 200 or something.
Bird sounds with Santa Cruz Bass and Nicholas Green.
What all were you playing?
What?
What all did you play? Animal sounds?
No, I came back in. I tried to switch it from birds to animals, and it asked me all these questions. It said, like, what kind of animals do you want to hear?
Well, it was playing cat sounds, and my cat's sitting over here.
It was playing birds when I came in.
No, when I walked in my room, it was playing.
Yeah, because I switched it to animal sounds. It was doing pigs and, other stuff. Yeah, I just sat down and went, oh, wait, it can hear me. I can ask it to do something. So,
People are real chatty tonight.
welcome to my lives. Your lives are a chat a minute, a chat every 10 seconds.
I remember I used to join trapping live streams and watch them. And now they're bigger channels, but I used to watch them all the time. You'd have like, I don't know, 20. Because with the trapping community, it was kind of they'd share viewers, like as a community. They'd be like, all right, at my channel, we'll be doing this. Or, yeah, next time it'll be here or something like that. But
yeah, I know. I think for me, with me and live, and even when you're in here and that, it's like, unless we get on like a weird subject, people will do it. But a lot of people come in, they just like to listen to us.
do you want here? I'm gonna go.
We're like a channel. You know, you go to most channels and everybody wants to get noticed. You know, so they're like they want to do chats so everybody like sees their name and sees their name and sees their name. And with us, it's like they're entertained by us, so they don't want to chat.
I mean, I guess they're entertained.
Yeah, I mean, they're not. You'll get people to stay for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, but they never chat. So they must be entertained.
I'm going to go on a random topic picker. Oh, my one Bitcoin has been going crazy. I told my friend to buy this Bitcoin, but he bought, well, it's a crypto. He bought Bitcoin, which I told him not to buy because Bitcoin's trash. And if he would have bought this, it would have tripled his money by now.
Have you made your own Bitcoin yet?
My own Bitcoin?
You can make your own Bitcoin. Swear to God, dude. There's a site you can go to and you can make your own
Probably.
Bitcoin.
I mean, what the heck? Hold up. Where's that?
No, I'm serious. I was going to do a CCB Bitcoin.
Yeah, I seen there was a bunch of YouTubers making Bitcoin and stuff.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
What was I looking? No, random topic generator. That's what I'm looking up.
Oh, there you go. Oh, this is how. All right. This is a new Panel Monday segment. It's like. Oh, and I saw Wes Fishing with Norm did a Jeopardy video.
Jeopardy?
Yeah. He was asking questions like Jeopardy in Academy or something like that. And I'm like, dude, I'm way ahead with that. I used to do Smart in the Fifth Grade a long time ago. It's like,
all right, here's what we're gonna do.
All right.
I'll pick the random topic, and then I'll set a stopwatch for 5 minutes.
Are we trying to get people to comment right now?
I mean, whatever.
Is that our goal? Is this our comment getter goal?
All right, here we go. We have 5 minutes to talk about it, and then I'll switch it. All right. I'm going to click it. So it's going to generate the different ideas. So here's the ideas: transport, spirituality, business, crime, health science, or business. And then we'll go into the category. Hey, Just Fish.
Damn it! You said it before I even clicked on it.
Transport, spirituality,
Well,
business.
just hit it. Come on, let's get to the subject.
Which one?
Well, I thought you was a random
We're
picker.
gonna go in health science.
Well, this is like smart in a fifth grader.
This don't make any sense. Okay,
I
I'm off this website. This don't make sense.
I could just go in and start up smart in a fifth grade at this point.
All right. Our topic.
Yeah, just pick one, dude.
It's these websites suck. They have one purpose and they don't even work. All they got to do is pick a topic. Generate. Do it.
Gynecology for a middle-aged woman.
All right, here we go. Here's our first one. Ready?
New games?
Do you like vanilla or chocolate? Vanilla. I don't think we need to talk about this for 5 minutes, so I'm not gonna do a stopwatch. Do you like vanilla or chocolate?
This is a whole different topic on itself. That there's websites that help create topics for you to talk about.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Like, dude, I did a survey.
What?
Ketchup or mustard?
Mustard's better than ketchup.
No, actually, ketchup won.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Strawberry. Just fish just strawberry. How about caramel or chocolate?
If you put a chameleon in a room full of mirrors, what color would it turn? It wouldn't turn a color. Would it?
It would probably stay the same color it was.
I'm not going to read that one.
If you put in a white room, it would probably turn lighter. If you put in a dark room, it would probably turn darker.
That topic right here, it remind me of something the Googans would say to One Rod, One Reel.
Does that have to do with Asians?
Guggen Squad can comment on that one.
Green.
These generators suck. They don't work. Come on, like
The site has one purpose, and it doesn't even work. Cat's coming over.
what? You're gonna catch yourself on fire if you keep walking up. No, you're literally gonna catch on fire, and it's not my fault.
Come on.
Do you not see the huge candle?
Catch on fire. Viral video. Catch on fire.
She walks. I push her down. She walks behind the computer and then walks past the candle again, just to be annoying.
Catch on fire. Viral video. Catch on fire. Viral
My cat caught on fire.
Catch on fire.
Not clickbait. Cat on fire.
Let's all
Fishing
think that.
challenge at
Cat on
Walmart.
fire. Viral video. Cat on fire.
Cat on fire fishing challenge. Walmart.
Yeah.
24 hours. Cops called. Gone wrong.
Cops called.
My cat got on fire. Cops called. Not clickbait.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That'll blow up.
You know, I just seen a channel the other day that was complaining about people copying them, but literally all of their titles are solo camping alone in them. Nobody said that before me. Nobody says
I know.
solo and alone in the same title before I did that. And they're complaining that someone copied them because they're camping in a cot. Like on a cot. What?
I saw a good one today. It's a TikTok video. And there's a guy, he's in the front of it with the green screen showing a video playing behind him about some ghost that was in this gym where this guy was working out. And the only problem is he's in a gym by himself. All this weird shit happens. He suddenly gets tripped. He makes it look like his leg gets grabbed and he gets dragged across the floor. Okay. There's nobody in the gym. And it's a handheld camera filming it. I'm like, it should be a security camera. I mean, you could watch it. I mean, you could tell somebody was just filming him do this whole doing this whole fake ghost video. I'm like, you're not even smart enough to put the camera on a tripod and maybe turn it black and white and make it look like security.
I made a ghost video before, and it looks like there's a ghost in my room.
I did one too, and it has almost 400,000 views.
Yeah, that's your big video.
Yeah. It's like 310 or 320 or something. I made that in my store in San Francisco when YouTube first came out, and that was the big thing, was fake ghost videos. It took me I don't know, 30 minutes to make that video. And it has over 300,000 views.
All right. What game? We're gonna play a game.
Really?
All right. Let's see. What would be a game?
We're gonna go Googling right now. Pictionary.
Huh?
No, I'm just I'm seeing so many of these Googling all these people doing shit that's already been done before, trying to re-up their channel, doing stuff that I did years ago and stuff that never got views. Won't go away. Did you see that from Jessfish?
Yeah.
I took it down. I put it in private for a year. And then I put it back up. And it won't go away, and you recommend, hey, maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe I need to take a lot of my videos, put them in private, let them sit for a month or 2, 3 months, and then put them back in the public.
That might work.
That might work. He said that video won't go away. It's a ghost video. It won't go away.
Wouldn't that be something? You say you're taking a break from YouTube, but for the course of 2 months, you just build up 100 private videos and just post them at the same scheduled time.
No, I think the way this is working, if this works out, what Jessfish did, just suddenly take off a bunch of videos for a month or 2 and then repost them.
Put them up.
Put them into private and then let them sit in private for 2 months and then set them back up in as public and see if YouTube bites on it, and suddenly they all get recommended and promoted. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll I'll do that with a bunch of them that never got any views. You know, they only have like 100, 200, 300 views, and they've been on there for like 10 years. And then reintroduce them.
I'm on the Jeopardy website.
Oh God! Don't do it, Norm. Don't do it.
It says you can take a test on here to be on Jeopardy. I was thinking of becoming like an actor, right? I'll be the one in like the background of a movie, like walking.
That's called an extra, not an actor.
I mean, something extra, you know? Some kind of...
Yeah, that's an extra. An actor actually has lines.
I mean, I got a
did
striped
we
shirt
both-
on.
We both froze up again.
I didn't freeze. You didn't freeze.
Well, I'm froze on my end again.
You're not froze for me.
Okay.
Are we back? Can you hear me? Are you there? Are you there? You fucker. You love to fuck with me, don't you?
That was pretty funny, Just Fish. You froze up.
No, I'm not.
You're froze up
I'm
on my
muted.
side. I can hear you, but you're froze up now.
I'm active on my side. You just gotta catch up.
I can hear you, though.
You're not there? I'm not there?
No, you're
Really?
frozen on my screen.
Am I active now?
You're on the toilet.
Shit. Wrong camera. Wrong camera. Damn it.
Your hat's upside down.
Damn it. That's my reverse screen. That's my reverse filter, damn it.
I'm just waiting for, like, the pizza
Okay.
delivery man to show up with, like, 50 pizzas at 2 in the morning.
Oh, the one I ordered on Alexa when you were out?
I'm on my diet and you order 50 pizzas. It takes all my life savings away. Just because you told it to order 50 pizzas. You know, it's good. No one can deliver here. There's nothing around here that delivers to here. Not even Uber or what is it called? DoorDash.
I know, Alexa told us that. You can go back in live and you can watch it. She went, no delivery available. No
Yeah,
delivery available.
I'm in
I'm
the
like,
middle of nowhere.
damn it. Damn it.
I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's literally, I mean, I cannot get anything delivered unless it's mail. Like,
Alexa, give me DoorDash.
give me food. You know, that would be pretty bad. You live in a city, you could just tell that thing to order your normal burrito. It's like 10,000 calories, and it just shows up like 10 minutes later.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, I've
Do you
been
not
so
be
hungry.
I'm in 7-Eleven and I can't get service. Like I go in and the employees there and they're just walking around the aisle for like 10 minutes, and then finally they come back, and I'm like, "Where you been?" They're like, "Oh, I was getting a DoorDash delivery." I'm like, "Well, you know, that's not good customer service. Like to leave me hanging here."
I'm gonna see what it heard from you.
No, I was asking for animal noises.
I'm trying to remember.
I'm just thinking about earlier. Tito was on. I asked him about doing our second Drain Lake tour, and he never answered me back.
You
I'm
got some
waiting for
weird
him.
lake names.
What?
You got some weird lake names.
Lake names? What do you mean?
Lake.
Lake? What, Drain Lake tour is weird? Well, I mean, California, we have droughts. It's Drain Lake. Oh my God, Backroads is in here.
What's up? I think we should just stop talking because people are starting to come in now.
I know. If we just shut
we're
up.
at seven people now because we're not talking about fish or YouTube.
I know. All right, let's both leave and go back to the birds.
Yeah, let me get it set up here.
We'll just do bird noises and
Where
leave
you guys
for
can
an
stare
hour.
down. You guys
Hey,
can
come-
stare down the pickle.
Now we're at 8.
Here's the pickle, guys.
We dropped back down to 7. We were at 8 for a while there.
Crap. You're talking too much.
I guess.
Quit talking.
I know. We need to be quiet. We're at 9 now. What? Let's do a dramatic moment. You know? Have you seen those? Talk show, the Irishman, whatever on the show, he always did dramatic moments.
The pickle scared him away. I don't know. Maybe people are running like storming towards the chat now because the pickle.
Let's do it. Let's do an awkward moment where we're just like the conversation stops and we just kind of keep looking at each other, but we don't know what to say. You know? Let's try it. Well, you're doing it right now. So I'll get it going.
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
Mm.
So did you notice?
Yeah,
You noticed that?
a little bit.
So you have anything coming out?
Next week.
So She's just comment. Just like,
Not
Oh, no.
Skatisha. Screw that. Don't bring Richard in here. I'm not talking to him.
Oh no, role play.
Did we go up another 10 or we lost one?
No, we're up. We're still up.
All right. We probably gave someone a stroke.
I know. Like, huh? So that was God, who was that?
Yeah, here's
Craig
the pickle.
Ferguson.
JV signed it. That's signed by JV right there. Gave it to me in person.
All right, nobody knows who the hell he is. You're just showing him JD's pickle. That seems a little odd. Talk about role play. Where has this pickle been? It's signed.
It's signed by a pickle.
Yeah, no, that was Craig Ferguson on his talk show. He had awkward moments. And he would do it with actors and everything else, and everyone else would sort of play out a awkward moment where, you know, things are uncomfortable. Like, so, yeah, kind of like when an interview goes wrong, and it's just like the person's like,
Yeah.
I think we did pretty good, though. I hope you, what? Oh, I hope you washed.
Yeah, I heard he did some things with the pickle, but this is a separate one. This is a separate pickle. See how I grasped this pickle?
Dude.
That's he bought that one separately. No, you remember the crab though down on the boardwalk?
I do remember when I got crabs down on the boardwalk.
No, the crab.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that girl. I
No,
had sex with
on
at the
Garrett
boardwalk.
Street.
That's where I had sex with that girl on the boardwalk. Really?
On Garrett Street?
Yeah, and I got crabs after that.
Talk about a corn cob. I think you're gonna lose subscribers after.
Did you see what Leanne put?
It's like, what's that? The Matrix.
Leanne always comes in at the perfect time.
Yeah.
You pull out a pickle and Leanne shows up.
Or she's been waiting to chat to say it till I got.
Yeah, she's been lurking. You probably had crabs before that. No, that was the first time I noticed them. That was after sex on the boardwalk at what street was that?
Garrett.
Garrett Street.
Which boardwalk's not really a street.
Well,
But
that street dead ends at the boardwalk. and that's where I had sex and got crabs. So that's weird though, because there's no way you would have known that. You're like a psychic.
yeah.
Can you
Well,
tell me?
I didn't go to college for it, so I can't do it.
Can you tell me anything more about her? Like what her life ended up being like?
I have to have a degree for that.
You're not making money off here, so just
Well,
say.
what you don't remember is that phone number you got was from her.
That was Becky?
That's Becky.
Dude, should we do that right now?
I mean, it's kind of 2 a.m. here, which it'd be.
Should we do that?
Maybe do it tomorrow when you're like in the
No,
daytime.
tomorrow I'm
more.
like tomorrow I'm live fishing. If we're gonna do it, we gotta do it on live.
Do it fishing while talking to Becky.
Nobody knows what we're talking about here.
Just call it. Call it. You gotta call it.
Just Fish D says she has to call Becky. Yeah, I'll go get my landline. I'll call that number.
Call it. It's probably like some restaurant now or something.
I don't know. Should I? That'd be kind of fun.
You think they're gonna pick up from Michigan at?
I don't know. Well, no matter when I do it, it's gonna be late. I'm in. Let's call Becky. Okay. I got old schoolers in here. Let me get my landline, and I'm gonna call this number.
Yep, that's the one.
All right, let's do this. I got my landline. I'm someone that still has a landline.
That's what we have.
Yeah, well, you're my long lost son, so of course you have a landline. Catch me up here. Oh, catch him up. Well, you'll find out right now. Once I get to my wallet. I have a number in my wallet that's been here since, I don't know, I'm assuming the 80s, maybe early 90s. It won't come out. Where is it? There it is. All right. I've had this wallet since 1986. There's movie stubs in it from the 90s and other things, but I have this. This is a piece of paper. This is the back side of it, but it's Becky Roma Batek, I don't know. But it's from her address. Showing you the backside of it.
Roma what?
It's Roma. I don't know. Here, I'll show you the name. Figure out that name.
Roma Taro? Or Romab Taro.
But the B, Roma. But
yeah, Romab Taro, right? Tito?
I don't know.
Is that a T? Tito?
I don't know. But it's still. Oh, it has two phone numbers. there's actually two phone numbers on here. There's one phone number on top, or
is the other one her sister?
I have no idea. So,
hey, Rattletrap.
Rattletrap's in here. Okay, dude, look what happened now. Look how many people are on.
10.
We've had like 2 or 3 people for how long? Okay, I guess they're all waiting for this.
You better call it.
I gotta call it. There's 2 phone numbers though.
Hopefully it doesn't beep. And you said from Michigan?
Yeah, it's from Michigan. Well, that's where P.O. Yeah, it says it's McBain, Michigan. I've had this number in my wallet for like 30 years. Epic moment to be witnessed. Okay, so we have 2, so I'm going to call both of them.
All right.
All right, here we go. I got the one before this, right? Okay. One. Well, I'm not gonna say it out loud. I mean, okay. Um,
You're just gonna hear it close.
oh,
Hey, Rail Chap.
oh. All right, let me redial it, but let me put it on speaker.
Did not go through. Please try your call again. 152 T.
What? Oh, it hung up on me? All right. Let me call it again. I'm calling the first number.
Yeah, put on speaker.
I'm gonna try.
Your call did not go through. Please try your call again. 152 T. Your call did not go through.
Is that both of them?
No, this is only the first one.
152 T.
All right.
See, I said
Come on,
said-
second.
women say men never call them back. I called her back. I'm doing it on my live. I mean, come on. All right, let's.
It's only been like 30 years since she gave you her number.
Yeah, but I'm doing it live. I called her back. All right, let me try. All right, here's the second number.
Come on, be something, anything.
Oh. Oh wait. Come on, Becky. Come on, Becky.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the
Becky's
Oh my
dead.
God.
She's dead.
That bitch. No, I'm pissed now, dude.
She went out with someone else that got
Yeah,
married 20 years ago. Because
That bitch gave me the wrong number. I mean, I'm so glad I didn't call this 30 years ago. I would have been, I mean, in my prime in that, I would have been totally just disheartened. But yeah, there's, yeah.
what if you
See?
get a call back? She's like screaming.
See, that's the way women treat us, man.
Yeah, I know he's your kid. He keeps making top hats out of felt.
See, women say men never call back. It might take us a while, but I called you back and your numbers didn't work.
Wow.
That was. I actually gotta go see and look if I can find any more numbers.
Go to that box right now. See if you got any in there.
That's totally funny though.
You don't have any more in your shoebox thing?
No. No, it's just I don't know. I gotta download this and just make a clip of that because that was just like. And women say we never call us back. Calling her back after 30 years, and this is what I get.
The last thing you told her is you're going to get milk.
No, I think that the last thing I probably told her was after the night we hooked up, and I said, "Yeah, I'll call you." Next time you're in Carmel, California from Michigan, let's hook up. That was funny. I'm glad I did that. That was good.
You're gonna get a
You
call
tried.
back. She's she'll get your address, send you the child support.
I think that would. I mean, it would have been so classic if at least one of those two numbers, like,
Do you remember me? You remember my voice?
yeah,
Wasn't
do
that
you
long
remember?
ago.
I mean, if it was like a Domino's or something, just a recirculated phone number.
Their entire lives they've been searching for you, and you called right when they're in the hospital.
The first one didn't even go through at all.
Yeah, why'd the second one go through like that?
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe that's just her caller answer machine. She gave so many numbers to people that many years ago that they just keep calling her.
Yeah, maybe the second one was around a lot longer, so it suddenly got recirculated. But the first one's, I don't know. The second one, it was an active number recently.
Yeah.
It had to be.
Yeah, looked her name up, Jess, and the name's weird. Show the name again.
I already put it back in my wallet. Didn't you take a screenshot? It was Becky Roba Iski. I don't know, it's a weird name.
Becky Roma. What?
It's weird.
Becky Roma. Let's do that. Becky Roma, Michigan.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that. At least the second number, it had to be more recent. First one really didn't even exist, but the second one.
There she is. The first image.
I remember her. She was a lot younger. I'll check. Did you see the comment?
Yeah.
Well, knowing me at the time, Backroads.
I found one. It says her husband's been missing since 1989. There's a picture.
Yeah, no. All right, it's ROMAB.
Hold up. All right, Becky space.
But look, it's hard to tell what that is.
ROMABTETO.
Was that what it is?
Yeah. Rama Tito.
Rama, is it a B or an LO?
I think that's a T. Tito.
Well, I know the ending, but what's the one in between?
That's an
ROM. Is it a B or?
Is it Turo? Ramab Turo? It could be.
It looks like it's ROMA. I don't know. It looks like it's ROMALBTEB.
Yeah, she's
Roma Bategba. But yeah. It looks like a B at the end now. Taro. Yeah.
I guess
Shit.
that's a very rare name because
Yeah. I mean,
not showing up on Google when I looked that up at all. It says no results.
see, Johnny B says, everybody says ROMABTERO.
I've looked all of them up. I've looked up Taro, Toro, Tiro, Tito.
Yeah. Well, it's a signature. So, yeah, it does look like it's Roma
Tomato.
Roma Vitero.
Roma Tomato.
ROMABTERO.
Roma Potato. Yeah.
I don't know. I tried calling her though. She gave me her number. I
It's
called
like
her.
that song. It's like, pick up the phone, baby.
Pick
I
up
don't
the
know you're
phone,
home, baby.
I called both numbers. She doesn't live there anymore. Who would have figured? That was classic though. What a great thing to do in a life. Just say call a number that's been in your wallet for 20 years.
You know what you should do? You should just call random numbers.
Well, no, remember Adam Sandler used to do that.
Well, he's not funny. I want to see you do it.
Well, thanks for the compliment, but yeah, really? Italian chick, huh? Is that not
Well,
Sandler's name?
she's in Michigan. I mean,
I don't know. I have no idea why we just this way. She gave you a fake number last name. I know. At least I never called it prior to 30 years later because I would have been crushed. I thought I was like the man back then, hooking up with a tourist in Carmel. She's going to love me forever. And I find out 30 years later, she gave me a fake last name and a fake phone number. I'm glad I'm older and more secure.
no, maybe I should look up Becky Kawa.
Yeah. She knew me as Digger back then. So I don't think I gave anybody my real name. Digger was my nickname back then. That's all they would have known to me.
Did I find her?
Just call her over and ask if they know Becky. Oh, that'd be good. Go look up Michigan phone numbers from that city. And then call them up randomly and ask them if they know Rebecca.
You know Becky. Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, maybe next week. Yeah, maybe next week we'll do that. That'll be fun. A continuation. Because what was it? McBain, Michigan?
I don't know that. I never looked at that.
No, that's what it says. It's McBain, Michigan, isn't it?
Yeah, Becky Roman Potato. Roma Tomato. Let's do Roma Tomato.
Yeah, maybe next week we'll call random numbers in McBain, Michigan, and ask them if they know Rebecca or know
See what
Becky.
Jester said?
What? Go to the address. It's probably a police station. I think it's McBain, wasn't it?
I didn't see where it was.
Oh, it's a P.O. box. Never trust anybody that has a P.O. box. I'm not pulling down my wallet again. Yeah, it's McBain. It's McBain, Michigan.
McBain.
McBain, Michigan. I think that's why I've kept this all year, because all my relatives and my mom, my dad, and everybody are from Michigan. Maybe I thought she was going to be my soulmate or something. Shouldn't have spent 30 years to call her back.
I mean, he could have won another 10 years. That's not that bad.
What the hell is a spider hanging off my freaking tripod? Oh no. Next week on the yeah. I'm not gonna do it now. I'm gonna prepare for this. I'm gonna get like.
I mean, if anything, you could do like a video going to her grave.
Why is she dead, dude? Don't do that to me. I mean,
love don't last forever.
What? You just crushed it right there. We're all looking. Everybody on here is looking forward to a reunion, and you're like, well, you do a video at her grave. I'm assuming she's at least 4 or 5 years younger than me, because that was my protocol at that time.
I'm looking.
Let me get your P.O. box.
Well, there's a Becky and
Where's Captain when we need him? He's a good researcher. He can find us no problem. He's always on Google and finding everything for us when we have a question.
all right, there's a Becky's Best Sewing Machines near there. Maybe was she into sewing?
I did my own clothing. Maybe that was the connection.
I mean, there's a Becky Sewing.
Call the Google and say so we can ask him. No, I don't think they'll help me out with this, but
Call the Goons next week. Just I don't know.
Well, we can narrow it down even more. It has the zip code.
Oh, it does?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it just we don't know how big McBain is. It might only have one zip code for the whole city.
Let me look up McBain resident number.
There you go.
Oh, it pulled up a funeral home.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, 670 people. So it won't be
Really?
that hard to find when she died. A couple years
Wow.
back.
Really?
Yeah.
At this date.
Yeah. Yep. And my town is at let me see, 130.
Wow. My mom's from Perry, Michigan. Look up Perry, Michigan. How many people live there now? When they lived there, it was like 40.
I'm gonna say about 300.
For Perry, Michigan?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. 2,188.
Wow. Now. And she was, McBain's at like 600 now?
Yeah.
And this was back in like
Yeah. It's at 670.
late 80s, early 90s? Damn.
It says annually McBain grows by 2%.
So I met a hot chick that was a tourist in Carmel from a town that had like 20 people back then.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Well, actually, it was just her family that lived there.
Yeah, I know. It was just the Roma body.
Roma tomato family.
Right, yeah. They own the town.
You could have
Maybe
had
that-
the whole town to yourself.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I thought she was hot, because her family owned a town in Michigan.
I'm gonna look up McBain, Michigan resident death list. Browse obituaries and death records of McBain, Michigan.
Her name's got to be in there.
All right, her last name. Figures I gotta put her last name. Roma Taro. The last 50 years.
Yeah.
Let's do
What? It wasn't that long ago, but yeah.
19 all. Let's just do all. I don't know. Oh, first name. I can put a first name. Becky.
It's a small town, man. They go by first names.
Holy shoot. There's not that. There's only 1,221. Why so many Beckys that live there?
It's a small town. Everybody named their kids the same. Boys.
All right. I'm going to go through the list. It's painstaking.
It doesn't matter if she got married. We should be able to find her last name in the history of that town if there's only like 160 people now.
Maybe they were like at 10,000 a couple years ago, and there was like a mass extinction of McBang.
The McBains all died. I'm finding a rare ass girl.
So far, she's not dead, I don't think. I'm looking, though. It's definitely Michigan names. I mean, you can just tell. Like Nordhaus?
Holy hell. Man, found her, I think.
I don't know why there's so many Beckys. I'm just trying to get...
Wait, Leanne says she found her. Rebecca Vomastic Hogarty on Facebook.
What? That's not even
Hello.
near the name. Well, I mean, what if she got married? You keep putting out the fact that she might have gotten not married. I mean...
Well, I don't know. Leanne said she found her. Is Rebecca Vomowski Horty on Facebook? Is she from McBain, Michigan?
She's from Traverse City. And
Leanne Michael. She said, that's her. Jeez. Name is right. It starts with the end one starts with well, Rebecca. Becky is short for Rebecca.
there's one way for me to tell. I gotta go to the friends list and see if there's any Romas in the family. No Romas. That's not her. Gotta keep searching.
How's the name right though? I don't get how the name's right.
That's not it. I looked through the McBain, Michigan resident. That's probably not it.
Remember when you're going to that website for new topics,
Yeah.
they would have never brought this up. This is like, it's Voma, not Roma.
Really?
It doesn't look like, it looks like an R. Unless she has really weird freaking spelling. Oh, it might be. She might be right. Look at the first word.
Oh, yeah.
It's Voma. She's right. It's a V.
And what's the last name she said?
What's it? Look at
Vomastek.
here.
Vomastek, though.
Voma. What?
Yeah, that's not.
I don't know. It's handwritings. And it's a signature. So
What's the zip code?
49167.
49 what?
Isn't it 167? Four 9657.
657.
Yeah, 49657. She's right though. That is a V.
Yeah, but the rest of it don't match.
It's Voma, not Roma. Yeah, that does look like a V. I will give Leanne that. It could be. It is a V. It looks like an R, but it's a V. I don't know. I'd go back into my memory in my head, but I don't think.
There's someone that lived there, and she now lives in Santa Monica, California.
Really.
Yeah, it's Rebecca.
See what he put in? Really?
No, that one's married. I'm pretty sure. We just need to figure out the last name.
It's a V instead of
Yeah, but
an R.
what about the rest of it? Because it's not Vomastek. That's not it. That's 100%. I mean, it could be a V, but the rest of it.
It's that letter between the E, the T, and the N. It's like, it might be an LO or something. So full mistake. All right, I don't know. I'm be trying to pull this freaking thing out. I might as well just leave it out right now. This is if damn kids back in the 80s spelt in cursive, I mean in regular text form, you know. It's hard to tell what the letter is after the A. It looks like a B, a lowercase b. But the one at the end, what's that word?
We're also not putting in a stake that she could have moved.
Well, no, we're looking her up at that time. I mean, if she's in town at that time, it only has 160. It was a P.O. box. There should be some name. If you look up history of the town and last names that lived there, you should be able to find something. But look, it does look it's VOMA, but is that a B? T
Yeah, that's got to be a B.
and then TE, but what's the last one?
It's
Is that
either
TO?
a weird B, like Voma Teb, like
I know. It's that last letter that's sort of. That's 100% it, says Backroads. Rebecca Volma Tech went to McBain High School. She went to McBain. Is that a. So it's a K. Matek. That's her K. Volma. What? Volma's.
they just don't make any sense.
Volma's Tech. So that what looks kind of like a B is an S.
I don't know. Either she don't know cursive.
So this is an S. This one right here is an S. And
Yeah,
that's,
if it was Steck, it would have to be.
and that's a K. But she went to McBain High School. What
kind of
date? What date?
Here, I'll go back on there.
McBain High School. What year did she go to high school?
I'll look on there too.
Not that I was dating a high school girl, but anyway. Trust
Does,
me. If
does that face ring a bell?
Holy shit. Is that her?
That's the Voma Steck.
She went down.
And she's
That is her.
it looks like the family's into horse riding.
1971. What year did? Oh, really? Horse riding,
Yeah.
dude. That's really weird. Because back then I could see somebody coming here that because equestrian was really big back in the day.
Her
Here.
birthday is July 1st, 1971.
Right. So high school was. I'm 66. 80 was my first year in high school. So, yeah, that makes sense. Wish someone would have said that earlier. Bonus deck. Yes. Yep.
It's from the other side of the paper. Flip the paper around. Look.
Well, it's just so old that the ink is gone
It's just
through
so
the paper.
weird. It's not spelled. She didn't spell her name right then. If this is her.
Well, you don't know. How's the signature look today, man? You can't even tell what it is. It's just a scribble. Hit her up on Facebook. I should. All right, next week. Yeah, it's a deep dive next week. That's actually the picture of her, huh?
Yeah. You know, she'd remember those numbers if that was her number a while ago.
Oh, yeah, of course. She don't look bad, Scotty. You better reach out. Oh, yeah, back in the day, I only picked out the hotties when I was tourist hunting. That's pretty much what it was back then. yeah, so yeah, she was 5 years younger than me. So yeah, probably when I met her and I got that from her, and she was a tourist in college, she was probably in out here on vacation with her parents.
So she didn't ring a bell to you?
The picture did. I love brunettes. I like dark haired women. So the fact that she's actually not a blonde. I mean, that, yeah, that sort of triggers the bell right there. That she's got dark hair. She's actually on Facebook right now.
You want me to message her?
Are you on it?
Yeah.
Just put, just for fun, put, hey, this is Digger from Carmel. I know it's been 30 something years, but how's it going? Because
Oh, I also don't want to text at 3 a.m.
no guts, no glory.
Here, I'll have it saved in search, and tomorrow I will. Or today.
Wow. and the reality is this. Oh my! Why is my battery so low? Oh, it's been on forever. That is, I don't know. This will be the best thing ever if I actually do hook up with her.
And she
And
becomes your wife.
no, not even that. Just if I actually through all this, I actually end up talking to this person after all that time, and the fact that I carried her number in my wallet for all that time, that would be just freaking. That'd be a as made on TV movie right there. Wow.
Just say I used to do sick tricks on my skateboard, and you gave me your number, and like 30 years ago. Do you remember me?
No, I'm
Do you not have Facebook?
well, I do, but
Go on there and message her.
yeah, I will. I mean, now that I know, and I know her last name, but I'm thinking at the time and all that, she probably wouldn't know me by my name.
If
It
you
would've-
just read the
It would have
phone
been my
numbers,
nickname, Digger. Digger would have been what she knew me as.
well, just read off those numbers to her. Send them and just say if these are familiar to you. These are the numbers that were given to me.
Right, because they were her. Yeah, she'd remember them. Please laminate that note. I know. It's been so old. I don't know. I've had this wallet since '86, and I'm assuming that's. I don't know. That just seems like something I would have done in the late '80s to early '90s. And if she graduated '71, I don't know. It makes sense. She might have been here as a tourist with her parents about that time. She was like, what, 16, 17? Looking back at my mark for that time, just ask her if she was in Cali on vacation around 1990. Oh, this is so fun.
Yeah, you'll have to message tomorrow. Be like, all right,
Yeah.
here's the numbers. This is the situation. You know.
Yeah, just that she was born in 71. I was born in 66. So she was like 5 years younger than me. My history of hooking up with women and stuff like that was they're usually 4 or 5 years younger than me. So, I mean, just looking at my history back then and her age back then, it correlates. It seems plausible. And even if I met her in college, which I doubt, because that was in San Luis Obispo, that was A7 and on, but this seems more like something I would have hooked up with written down in Carmel for some reason. I don't know. I might be wrong. Maybe she was visiting a friend of hers that went to college in SLO in like the later 80s and that, but the face looked, just because of the hair color and how she looked, I could see it. But yeah, this is great. I'm not gonna be able to last on here much longer. I'm like, my battery's dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off too because I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm putting the video up
But-
now.
But yeah, next week's gonna be like stellar because I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. It's gonna be fishing live.
You got to do your research this week and text, and then
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe she'll come on the panel. Right? I mean,
you don't know.
yeah, I take a picture. Yeah, no. That's what I said. Or even just Facebook her and leave the phone number.
Yep.
But yeah, that's that's like,
You got to put at the beginning, not trying to be creepy,
yeah.
but do you remember me?
Ask her if she has any children that are 31 years old. No.
Load it keys.
I don't know. This will be really good too. This will make a definitely really good future video. A history of, or just the title. And women say when they give you your number, men don't call them back. Well, I did.
I'm the
And then
one that did it.
Yeah, and then in the thumbnail with a picture of her, something at the bottom that says 30 years later. But yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off. Nick wants to get off. Thank you, Leanne. She figured out it was a V, not a R. She's the one that found
Let's
it all.
just hope, because if it isn't that, then she's gone.
No, it all makes sense. That picture of her, she's dark haired. She graduated from a Bain High School. in the same time period. Her age less than me was my like mark, usually 4 to 5 years young. I mean, it all leads to it's probably actually her. So, well, I guess we'll find out next week when when I look her up, check out her Facebook, and there's a part 2. I'm like TikTok now. Everybody's into the part 1, part 2.
Yeah, just keep stretching it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a part 2. Part 3 might be the reunite, the meeting in Carmel 30 years later.
The standoff.
Maybe she'll remember where we met in Carmel, like where it was on the ocean or where he used to hang out.
You'll have to do your Clint Eastwood narration.
Was the crab comments about her? No, the crab comments were her. No, that was somebody different. That was at the boardwalk. That won't be in the video. No, that wasn't about her. That was about somebody else. That won't be in the video.
That's about another one.
Yeah. If she wants to go
I don't
watch,
think we need a video for that.
Yeah, if she wants to go back and watch this whole live, then cool. But it was the 80s, late 80s, 90s. Crabs are going around back then, man. All right, guys. Oh, wow. It's something different. Not the hot doctor. Is she a doctor now? Really? What? Is she a doctor now? What's her profession now? All right. Anyway. All right. I'm out. Nick's out. Thanks, guys. Continuation next week for sure. I'm actually I'll probably do it tonight. I'll look up her name. Well, maybe not tonight, but anyway. Yeah, during the week I'll do some research. I'll reach out and
Next week is the live stream of the wedding.
Yeah.
It's the live stream of the wedding. Next week, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna happen that quick. Or reunion of my long lost son or daughter. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be live fishing somewhere. And next week, part 2. Bam! Bam!